child, he get on, he cuts the fool, he talk real shit, bitch. We laugh, we cry, we have fun. They don't have no outlet, or they don't have no voice, or they don't have no one to confide in, you know. So fucking up already. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey y'all. Let me go ahead and put this stuff up here. Get it up, get it up, get it up. Alright, bitch, pass me some of that tequila.
Tequila.
Yes.
Okay.
And a little Sprite, and then that the peach. Yes. I gotta get my stuff together.
Yes.
Yes. Perfect.
That look like it.
This is good. You need a little splash on there? You need a little splash? Girl, don't water down your drink.
I mean, I think we put a lot of fluid in it.
Well, Meech is very heavy-handed. So we just do a little
Okay, the
bit.
splash.
It kind of made it better.
Mm-hmm.
All right, put this back over there. All right. All right, I see I'm coming on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in.
Come on.
Hey, Wayne. Hey, Kebby Kev. Hey, Chrissy. Whoever else is watching. Oh, let me turn Meech's camera this way. Well,
Cool.
they ain't gonna be able to see the whole thing. I should have put it back. But
That's my good side too.
this side right here. Okay. Let me push it back just a little bit.
They trying to get me
Coming in hot.
Look, hot and ready, baby. Like, let's see. Let me start my drink up real quick. All right, y'all. Cheers to a good night. Cheers to a good night. Girl, y'all, you drinking over there, Jerzee Red? Yeah. You got your little drink? All right. Hey, Willie. All right, y'all. So
not really.
Oh, I just noticed that. So we back with episode number 2. Of course, week number 1 we popped off last week. I have came back on camera, and I am back live. Of course, we got to my far right. We got Jerzee Red.
What's going on?
Then we have no other than Mr. Meech, King Meech. And then welcoming my work wife, Miss Bree White.
Okay, what's up,
And then
y'all?
you know who I am. I am no other than the real KeonStafford, your host, the main one. So come on in, bitch. We're gonna jump straight into it. Meech said he had something that he wanted to pop it off with. Coming onto camera, so get your stuff. You did say that. Look, you did say that.
She said something about breakups. I said I had a topic for that.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
They got to break up.
So you missed last week. So
tell me. Okay.
So last week So last week we talked about a whole everything. Like literally, we talked about pegging. We talked about bisexuals, your first love. Have you experienced your first love? Your true love.
Career
choices. Sexual, all type of sex, deal breakers.
Dang, y'all talk about deal breakers?
We gonna talk about deal breakers again.
Yeah, we gonna touch on certain stuff.
Change, evolution, so we all got this.
Right. So coming into it, I'm actually, because we're gonna touch on the subject a little bit from last week, and then we're gonna jump on into different topics in conversation. So, what would you say is a deal breaker for you?
In
a relationship?
Yes.
A deal breaker would be anything
Big
physical.
chefs in the crowd. Period.
I ain't doing nothing physical. I don't want to fight.
Okay.
I'm too old. I'm too big. We ain't got time. I don't want to fight you.
Okay.
So yeah, if you want to put your hands on me,
Yeah, if it escalates to that, it's crazy.
yeah, I don't want to do nothing.
Right.
We can da. But once we get the boxing, you gotta go.
I think that's.
I'm good for a shove or two. I will
Yeah,
shove a
I can-
motherfucker.
yeah.
And I said that last week.
Good for a shove.
I'm
or
okay with a shove.
Okay.
I don't know.
Maybe a little.
The man to woman is a little different. Man to woman is a little different.
I think in any relationship,
Relationship.
if you got
It
to
don't
call,
matter
if you got to
what
call
it
the
is.
police, or if you got to put your hands on somebody physically, I think that shit.
This one time, maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, my dad is like 6'5", right?
Okay.
My stepmom is maybe 5'4",
Okay.
and they was arguing, and I was in the basement, but I could see the upstairs,
Mhm.
and he was standing over top of
Yeah,
her,
because he's a freaking giant.
Oh wow.
and I was like, that's even a lot for me.
Yeah.
I was like, whew.
And that's
he not a 6'3"
Well,
skinny. He's
how old was
6'3",
he?
like it was 4 years since I was like 30.
Okay.
It was just a lot to see from a
Yeah.
man. Like I ain't never seen him that aggressive like that, and I was like, "Daddy, ain't you on the wrong?
Yeah.
You on top? Like
Yeah.
you doing a lot.
That's
like
a
she
lot.
5'4", 135.
That's what I'm saying. It's no match.
It's no
That's no match.
comparison.
And I want women to understand that it's no match against no man.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
There's
Like
no match.
you're not as strong as muscle wise.
And you're not
You
gonna
ain't-
take the type of hits he willing to take.
Exactly.
He gonna
He gonna hit you
be
with a little
fucked up.
force. It
He
might
was hit
Right,
a
right,
couple
right.
times.
Your
He was
whole
like,
face might be
she
broke.
hit me a couple times.
Yeah.
But what about those females that be like niggas?
No, there is females that beat their guys.
No,
I can see them
that
on
is
Twitter.
true.
They
I
be
got
sharing
a
their
friend.
boyfriends.
I got a friend that
They
beat
be sharing-
niggas.
So let me ask you. So look, I'm glad Abel kind of went that direction. So now we're in an era or a time now where I feel like women is taking more on the man role. Like so, you have different women now. Growing up, I never seen a woman that was a truck driver, or rarely that did like you just have different women doing more manlier things now, like there. And then also too, you have them playing the father and the mother as
I was
well.
just about to say that because in some cases they have to be.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? They have to do the more manly role because it's only just them.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So it gives them that power, and so I guess when they do get into a relationship or they do find an alpha male, it's hard to let that role go
To
because
delegate.
exactly,
Okay.
or to let him be alpha because
Mm.
you so
Yeah.
used to
Being in the dual position.
doing dual
Doing-
position.
okay.
To me, I always hesitate when the females like shout each other out for Happy Father's Day or say
Yeah.
they good father. I just say you just a damn good mother.
Yeah.
I never really say you the mother and the father. I just say you just a damn good parent.
That's right.
You a
Well,
damn
okay.
good mother.
I shot my mama out. Happy Father's Day, Mother's Day.
It's really a shot to the daddy though. Like,
She wasn't there.
It's
So,
really
but-
a shot
so- and
to the
then-
daddy.
This
have
is no
people that
shade.
do
So
that.
I personally believe that if you don't have, and it goes both ways, because if you don't have your dad or whatever, I don't think mothers or women should. And I see this a lot. I actually got into it with one of my friends before because she's a single mother, and she was like, I'm the father and I'm the no, you're the mother.
Yeah.
You're just doing. You just have
Doing
an extra
both
role.
roles,
You have
yeah.
both roles. So don't knock the
Exactly.
dad. It's still, you know what I'm saying,
What you mean
Father's
don't
Day.
knock?
Because
Well,
you
I
could be
mean,
a
don't
single
knock the
mom.
dad
You
because
could be
you
a
can
single
still
mom and the
But
dad's
we know the
still in life.
definition.
Exactly. Like in my
Do
case,
we know the definition of what Father's Day and Mother's Day is?
right? Like in my
What
case,
is it?
Google, Alexa.
No, but I think
Hey,
we
Siri.
should shout out to single moms who do a lot more than what they initially signed up for. I just think we have to remember that single mothers is an unmarried woman.
yeah.
The
Mhm.
father
Exactly.
could still be very much relevant. He
Absolutely.
still could be picking up the
Yeah,
kids.
that's
Still
true.
going to football
Absolutely.
practice. He just doesn't live in the home
Home
or
with the
connected romantically
Yeah,
to
but
the
what if, it's
mother.
not,
anymore.
what if it's not none of those?
She's still a single mom,
yeah.
but her gender didn't
It's
change.
different.
Her testosterone didn't get more. It's just
Right.
her duties and requirements is more.
All right, so what do we say when you have the two mothers that are two lesbians that are together in a relationship?
Two moms.
You have two moms.
Yeah, but what, one of them want to be a stud and I'm the daddy.
I mean,
I think that's
you still
acceptable.
accept.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever you. For
Whatever-
me, I always say this: whatever works in your household.
Yeah.
If
That's
you want to be two moms, if you want to be mommy and uncle Uncle Ashley, or you want to be
Like me, I'm
whoever.
TT Jerzee.
Like, whatever works,
I always say I'm
whatever works for
auntie.
your
I put uncle
household.
and auntie together.
Whatever works for your household to make it run as a unit,
Okay.
I'm cool with. That
Yeah.
external
Right.
opinions like mine and everybody else don't matter. Whatever is floating in your bedroom,
Yeah.
your household.
Like
is
my
cool.
mom used to say, what goes on in my house, I'm not trying to live like the
I
Joneses.
can't raise
and the-
everybody kids.
That
Yeah.
part.
So I completely agree. Like in my case, I am a single mom.
Mhm.
You get what
Okay.
I'm saying? But my children's father is very active in their life.
Mhm.
Okay.
He's a father. Like
Okay.
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we're not married and we're not together. But he does what he's supposed to do as a father to all three of his kids.
That's lovely.
So yes, granted, I'm a single mom, but I'm in the
There
the-
is
it's a
joint
line,
effort happening.
exactly.
There's a partnership happening to raise.
But shout
these
out
kids.
to the the single mothers that don't have that support,
Yeah, yeah.
that do have to pick up those extra duties because that shit is hard. This shit don't come with a book at all.
And what I often see is sometimes those single mothers come from single parent homes,
Mhm.
and that be making it worse if they don't got no example.
Mm-hmm.
But what I saw the other day, I think I saw it last year too. There was like a viral video, like a older guy disciplining the younger kid sitting on the couch.
Oh my God.
I didn't see it.
That is on here.
And
I'm gonna get into that.
the thing that I don't, and just in my experience,
So you said the older guy was doing what?
there was a mother whose the son had disrespected her. She had called in an elder man to come and discipline him verbally.
Mhm.
My thing is, don't just call discipline when it's the kid that messed up, they late on their homework, or they didn't go to school, they skipped class, or something like that. They should have an active male figure. Take them to
Exactly.
football practice, teaching them how to say yes and no, ma'am,
Yeah.
yes and no, sir.
Yeah.
Don't just call the authority when it's a negative.
Yeah.
Because the
Yeah.
kid won't hear the lesson learned. They'll only
Exactly.
hear the punishment.
Exactly. And then not only that, they won't know, like they won't feel when they do something
It
right.
won't transfer.
Exactly. So I completely agree because
With me, that kind of was me growing up because I was raised by my stepfather, right? So growing up, he was with me since I was 2 years old, going on 3. So when I got to the stage where I can say, where I knew that, okay, this is not my biological father. At first, I was playing both sides.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I knew if I go to grandma ain't gonna play this shit because grandma know this ain't my real dad. Or mama just like, you know what? Hey, whatever
Trying to
my
reason.
man say,
Exactly.
this is the man figure in my life. But growing up and now I have so much respect for him. Like even to now I done met my real father.
Yeah.
I don't even call my real father his name. I still look at my stepdad as my dad. And I
That
don't even-
is.
that's my dad.
He raised you.
He did the work.
He did the
Mhm,
work,
he did
but
the work.
it's real. It's like growing
the
up as
work.
a kid. It's kind of like
You gotta shout out all the steps.
the step parents, baby.
Shout
Let me
out
tell you,
all the
shout out to all the step
Shout
parents,
out.
mothers
All the
and
step
fathers,
parents.
because baby, they the
uncles who
MVP.
step
Yeah.
in, the aunties who step in, everybody that step in. and
Yeah.
physically
I
care,
seen
Yeah.
it's a
Please,
picture
'cause
that
it
went
take a
viral.
village.
It was a picture that went viral. It was it was a little girl's birthday, and then it was a stepfather, and it was the actual
They
dad.
had on
And they all
t-shirts.
they both had on dad t-shirts,
That's
like the
good.
dad of the birthday girl. And it was a lot of things going on in the comments because it's like, no, that's not her dad. Why would you do that? Et cetera, et cetera.
Listen, it's healthy. If it's healthy, if the relationship, the blended in the stepfather, stepmother, if it's healthy,
Yeah.
your children have to see that.
Mhm.
Because if all they know is fight, argue, or you want to cuss out your baby daddy, cuss out your baby mama, don't have,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, don't have a balance in the
I don't-
household, they're gonna see that and raise and think
Yeah,
that that's how it's supposed to be.
I don't want to learn only about struggle love. I
Yeah.
don't want to learn only how to be strong.
Right.
I want to learn how to let go
Exactly.
and repurpose my focus to the next situation too.
Absolutely.
And I think so many times, that situation I really like that they're because to me it's all about feelings. Like there's so many people who still hide the kids from the daddy or hide the kid from the mama because
Like,
you still
for what?
intimately or romantically not fully have moved.
Moved on,
Yeah.
right? That's
Yeah.
true. That's
Yeah.
true.
And I just remember so many times growing up, my dad would do certain stuff to get to my mom, and my mom would do certain stuff to get to my dad, and it would fall on us.
Yeah.
Like I remember right
The kid
before
is
school
affected.
season, she would turn up her energy to him.
Mhm.
So then when he didn't come through with the Jordans or he didn't come through with the
The
outfits,
stuff that he
this is what
needed.
your daddy did. This
Mhm.
is then
Uh-huh.
like around the springtime when it's ready for football season, it's time for him to do something.
Right.
Now he upset with her, so he avoid coming to see us. Like, it would
Yeah.
just be a lot
The child is affected.
always.
All the time.
I used to be
Always.
like,
Yeah,
y'all
yeah,
don't
yeah.
see when
And-
you trigger him,
yeah.
it trigger her, then
It
she
trigger
do
her.
this. But at the end of the day, we
You
suffer.
be affected. Yeah.
I'm going to school what I wore last year.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
done got my football cleats because y'all into it.
Into it.
So it was just a lot growing up that like they wasn't mature enough. And I always say my mom had me at 18, so we grew up together.
That's
So there was
That's
a
me.
lot of missing.
Yeah.
There was a lot of missing things that we learned together, and we learned together.
Yeah, you learn together. Yeah, yeah.
It's funny
Yeah.
that you say
We
that because
learned
that's
together.
that's like with me and my kids. I had my son I got pregnant at 17,
Mhm.
had him at 18,
Mhm.
again at 21, then again at 23.
Mhm.
So
Baby, she was throwing it, baby. But you were married. You were-
I was with my kid's father
Mhm.
since high school, and
Mhm.
all three of my kids are. You know what I'm saying? So it was important for me after the breakup. It was important for me to understand how to co-parent because
Yeah.
I wasn't brought up in a co-parenting house.
Right.
My
Yeah.
household, my mom and my dad is still married.
Mhm.
So and I'm 30 and they've been married my whole entire life. So it's like I had to understand how the co-parenting shit work and how to accept my kids having step siblings and a
Yeah. This whole
stepmom,
new life.
a whole new life because that was my life. You get
Right,
what I'm saying?
right,
So
right,
I
right.
had to understand and know that this has to be for my children.
Yeah.
So me and my kids' father is, I mean, when it comes to them kids, that's what we talk about.
That's what we're talking
You
about.
know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
when it comes to them kids, we on the same page.
Thank
As long,
you.
I mean, as
Amazing.
well as his girl,
Mhm.
you know, and their stepmom,
Right.
and as well as now. Right.
All right. Well, since we
I think-
go ahead.
It's just I think so much happened. I don't know all about the heterosexual life, but what I will say is what complicates from what my experience. There's sometimes a lot of overlap
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that people don't understand the breakup to make up season. Like
Yeah.
Right.
my stepmom came in like a couple months after my mom and dad broke up, and then they broke up, and my mom and dad got back together.
Yeah.
And then they broke up, and now my stepmom and my stepdad are married now.
Oh,
There was-
wow.
There was some
I know
overlap that was happening, so it was confusing to the kids. As in, okay, what is the life?
What's supposed to be
What are
happening?
we actually
Right.
experiencing
Well,
here?
thing
Are
back-
y'all breaking up? Are y'all on a break?
Yeah.
Is this a side thing or the
Yeah.
replacement, or is this
Right.
a stability that we can feed into? Because on my dad, he kept one girl. They've been married forever.
Okay.
My mom was heartbroken in a different way. So there was
Okay.
different men coming back. Not to
Mhm,
disrespect my
mhm.
mama, but
Yeah.
every once in a while there was different men coming into the house. And we would just be like, okay, well, do we latch on to this
Mhm.
one?
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
we
yeah.
even care about this
Yeah,
one?
that
was
Because
important
if
for
he
me.
leave, then we gonna be fucked up. Because she
Exactly.
breaking up and we breaking up too. We break up with the people too, and I don't think the parents understand it. Like we get used to seeing the same man every day. We get used to hearing his voice throughout the household.
Mhm.
We get used to
And
that
I'm
too.
so glad that I didn't experience that. My mom used to always say, even though I was the one who had a different dad, but we was all still raised together. My mom used to always say, I didn't want my kids to be like, oh, well, what your dad got you for Christmas? Or my dad got this. We all had the same thing. We all was equal.
That's important.
That's the reason why, like when I say my stepdad, I'm talking about my middle brother's dad. I have never met my dad a day in my life.
Okay.
I have never met. He left my mom when I was 9 months old.
Mhm.
But my stepdad came in when I turned 2.
Mhm.
My brother was born on my birthday when I turned 3.
Right.
My stepdad is my dad. Like when he got, we all three have different dads, but he is our dad.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
have
yeah.
never won a Christmas as a kid or a birthday without him getting everybody.
Everybody
May
something.
come, he get my brother something. On my birthday's in July, he get us something. He's never separated.
Yeah.
And if he couldn't do for his kid,
Right.
he didn't do for all of us.
He
That's
didn't do it
right.
for all of us.
If he
Right.
couldn't get 3 McDonald's, he did not
Yeah,
come.
nobody got my
He,
Yeah.
would, he would literally say that.
That's-
I ain't got
respect
enough
that.
for Dominic. I
Yeah.
ain't got enough for your brothers. I am not coming.
Yeah.
And that's
He would say
important.
that with no problem.
I feel like that's important because, like you said, when that's it for me, you having to experience a breakup with kids, and then now you trying to date,
Mm-hmm.
and now you so that was so important for me. So when me and my kids' father broke up, I ain't dated for 4 years.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't. I mean, I did, but my kids wasn't involved.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And because I didn't want to create an environment to where, like you said, we on a hiatus or whatever the case may be, and we break up, and now you attached to that man, and
Yeah.
now you gotta go.
Now you gotta go. Right.
Because you would be
want
like,
and then now I meet love again, and I want to move you on in.
Yeah, I want to move in. Yeah.
Because I fall in love, baby.
But it take a long time, girl.
Listen.
Look, so since we on the parent situation, I had some stuff that I want to talk about with parents. I'm gonna start at the bottom, then it's gonna get more intense. What is something going down the line? What is something I'll answer? What is something that you wish for your growing up for your mother or for your father?
To do
Anything. What was something that you said to yourself, I wish my mom did this, or I wish my dad did this?
So you want me to answer?
Yeah, we're going down the line.
So my parents were very, very great parents, and they still are.
Okay,
Shout
baby,
out to
they
them.
love you down.
Oh, baby, listen,
your parents on the MVP.
And my mama's birthday today. Shout out to her. So for me, and I just actually talked about this. For me, it was to say like I love you, or
the affection.
affection.
The affection.
Because I know my parents love me. I know that without a shadow of a doubt.
but not in your love language.
Right.
But not in my love language, because I'm very affectionate. Like with my kids, I love you. I hug on them. I kiss on them. I give them a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? And with my parents, because my dad is in the military, and so, and he's a police officer, so his expression in love and that I love you is showing you. Exactly. Showing you more than telling you. But it came across because it's tough love for him. And then my mom, because she's with my dad, I mean, I guess they kind of fell into place. So we didn't grow. I didn't grow up with a lot of I love yous, and even now it's weird for me to say I love you.
Yeah.
You know, or hug him, or hug her, or whatever the case.
What about you, Meech?
Yeah, let me just say the comments. Tracy said, Meech, that's a lot. Thank you. Wayne said, are you only child? No. My mom has 3. My dad has 1. My stepdad has 3. And my stepmom has 4.
Terry White is your daddy, right? Say, hey,
Daddy.
Hey, Miss Tracy. Let me tell you, before you answer me, I miss and love Miss Tracy down.
There's nobody else like her.
It's nobody else like Tracy Haynes.
No, it's not.
Nobody else.
It's not.
Tracy, y'all both have met Tracy. Tracy was our boss who moved back up north. From Jersey. Jersey. But let me tell you, this woman came into my life and she just changed it. Like she changed it. She was not only just a boss, but she was like a counselor. She was your best friend. She was your cool
She gonna
auntie.
get onto your ass when you leave.
Right.
When she
so I'm grateful that she's watching, and I just want to shout her out because she the MVP. She really is MVP.
You need to comment on back.
But go ahead, Meech. What is something that you wish for your mother or your father?
That's a good question. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to answer this question. I wish that my mom took more time to be by herself before she had kids.
Oh, that's deep.
That's really deep.
Take
your time. Take your time. You know, here we laugh, we cry, we talk shit, and we have fun. But go into it.
My mom is not a very motherly person. That's a lot of what you're talking about. But just in her regular movements as just a human being in the world, she's not a very motherly person. She likes to get up and go. She has always been that way. And I feel like she was one of those women I was born in 88, which you know was a lot going on in the 80s.
Okay. 88.
And my dad is 9.5 years older than my mom.
Oh, wow.
So it was one of those situations where a man came in and, you know, he had this stability and he had this and he had that.
And then she was 18.
And she was 18. And her mama was strung out, and there was a lot of things she was looking for in him that she didn't find.
Right.
And then soon after I was born, she found out that he had a whole life and family. So that meant we was pushed to the side, you know. Never met the man a day in my life. Never. So if there's anything that I wish I could say to my mom, I wish that she would have took more time to be young and experience life. When I was 27, I'm 35, I learned that there was actually another me before me. That person was aborted. So there was a lot of things that I felt trauma and a lot of lack of emotion and affection that she brought to parenting because she brought that from her real life, from her individual life as a woman. So if there was one thing, I wish she would have just took more time to live. Maybe that mean I wasn't born, maybe that mean I was born later in life or whatever God had for my seed. But I really think her life would be very different today if she didn't have kids in that first couple of years after high school. I feel like life really took a real sweet, young, innocent girl and made her a real hard, bitter woman. And she was never to overcome that. And the impact that it had on me, it took me to the where I'm very soft or very understanding of people's trauma because I know what it is like to live off of that. So that's definitely one thing. For my dad, if we're doing both genders, I would say, and I'm talking about my stepdad. My dad. I wish he grew up in Michigan. I wish my dad was born in Michigan. I feel like my dad is this very stone cold, hard ass militant man, and that weighs heavy on his chest. And whenever he does feel threatened as a man or his position as a man is threatened, he immediately goes to firearms and stuff like that. I wish he grew up in a generation where it's okay to have feelings, okay to have emotion. Like my dad has never told me he loved me my whole life. My stepdad, none of his sons too. I'm 35. Like he's never hugged me a day in his life. I've never seen him cry. He's never seen me cry. He's just not that type of parent. But if there's something going on, he'll pull up.
That's right.
My dad done whooped a couple teachers' ass. Like he literally has whooped some teachers' ass for me. Like literally in school, football coaches and everything, just for talking to me a way that he didn't feel disrespectful as his kid.
As he should.
But as a young man who didn't know who his identity was, I need a little different daddy love. You know what I mean? Like I never laid up against him like that. I'm sorry. Somebody pissed me off. He never had this. I wish he grew up in a generation where it was okay to put his shoulders down.
How is y'all relationship now?
Our relationship is great. Because I take people as they are. So I've learned to when I talk about the gay stuff with him, I'm very high level. I'll get down into the weeds.
Okay.
It's always my friend or my situation. I'll never get in the weeds with him, but you'll ask me. You'll ask me what's going on, how you feeling, who let the fuck up.
Right.
He's a really good dad. He just that personal side. Once he feel like you in here,
that's it.
He gonna push you out.
What about you, Jerzee Red?
As far as my mom, my mom passed away 5 years ago. January 10th made 5 years. I wish that my mom would have lived more. A lot of her past trauma when she was a child was in her adult years. It's me and my brother, Sel's Buck, shout out to Buck. But before me and my brother, my mom had a set of twins and a boy. So it was 3 before me and my brother. But they all passed away during birth.
Oh, wow.
So they said, oh, my mom. At the same time? No, different time. Different births, and they said she couldn't have any more kids. And then here comes this woman right here. And then she had my brother a year and some months later. She's December. And but I just wish that she would have lived and all that. Like depression is real. My mom suffered from a lot of depression. A lot of it was from her past when she was younger, with my grandma, with her siblings, and things of that nature. But she was a wonderful mom. She busted her ass. She worked 2 or 3 jobs. She worked at the casino. She did this. She was a nurse. She did that. And she was hustling. And all she wanted out of me and my brother was to make sure that we graduated high school. Because she was the only child out of her brothers and sisters that graduated high school. She said, you didn't have to go to college, you didn't have to do this, but if you wanted to, but you're going to make sure you get a high school diploma.
That's right.
So she was hard on us. Exactly. And she always made sure that we had and didn't want for nothing. My dad, he was in and out of my life. He was that type of dad. I know some people who had experience or know your dad would say, oh, I'm going to come and get you, don't show up. The promised dad. And
I sat
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the sidewalk
he sat on the
Yeah.
sidewalk.
Yeah.
And
with my book bag.
mhm. And it was like, okay, when are you coming? To where one time we was on the boardwalk in Atlantic City, me, my mom, and my brother,
Mhm.
and he was walking down. He was going this way, he was going that way. And I walked up and punched him in his face and kept moving.
Oh wow.
Oh
And me
wow.
and my mom and my brother was like, what the hell is you around?
This bitch is evil.
How old were you?
I had to be probably like 10. or
Wow.
11.
Oh wow.
Like literally just hauled off and knocked him in his shit. And he was just, it's nothing he could do because, like, nigga, you was
He
playing
knew.
with me.
And then you had the nerve
Mhm.
to just see me on the boardwalk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah. And with my, like, I have siblings on my dad's side, brothers and sisters.
Who one on, baby? Who one on fire, baby?
And I'm closer to them now than I was when I was younger.
Mhm.
Because my one brother knew that I was Jimmy's child. We called it Jimmy's kids. But like my sister and them, they would deny me. She probably watching, oh well. But they would deny me, and we got that drug test because my dad died when I was 16, and it was time to get that coin, that Social Security.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
he wasn't there, so I'm gonna have to get it voluntarily, involuntarily.
Right. I'm gonna get me.
Exactly. But I love them all to death.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I wish my little brother, because we share the same mom, different dad. My dad left him when he was 9 months, so he hasn't experienced, but he was there with my dad. My dad did take him in or like take him places with us when we went out places when he came around.
Yeah.
But I just wish that he was able to meet his father.
Yeah.
To experience that.
Yeah. For me, if I had to say something, because you know my mom passed as well. This year made 4 years. March 3rd. But I wish she would have been here longer to like kind of see me grow into myself now. But if I had to say something that I wish was for her, she shared with me a lot of stuff before she was getting ready to pass. So I wish that she was able to heal those wounds for her childhood trauma.
Yeah.
I really wish that because it really messed with her growing up. And I was just like, why you act like that, or why this? Because my mom used to drink. So that was her way of coping with everything.
Yeah.
So when she sat down with me and she said, hey, this is what happened. These people know that this is what happened to me, et cetera, et cetera. But it was just like it was swept under the rug, like we do in the Black community. We sweep shit under the rug. And it bothered her. So I wish that she would have been able to heal those wounds. Like those wounds.
And live without it.
Yeah.
Know what life is like without trauma.
Yeah.
That's what I wish that more people would learn how to just wake up and just get themselves.
Yeah.
And not have to carry so much with you
when you do it. If I had to say for my dad, when I say my dad, I'm talking about my stepdad. I think I wish he would have been able to get more education. Because he was the hard-working father. He was the father that would provide. We never lacked for anything. You know, we had ups and downs. But if he had education behind it, I think he'd have been a more powerful man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then I think back in the day, it was just like you had to work. You know what I'm saying? You just had to work. It was you had to choose either or. So yeah, I definitely would say that. And then my last question, because I think it's starting to get a little deep. But I want to say this. No, I ain't emotional yet. Yeah, but the next, because I have two different things I want to talk about parents. The next thing was 3 things that you like about your mother or your father.
Ooh, 3 things I like.
Mm-hmm.
I love my mom's transparency.
Okay. It don't have to be 3 too, just whichever one.
Yeah, I love her transparency, and I love the way she cares about people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like she care, and that's why I am who I am today, because she's an artist. So she cares about people so much, and she internalize what they going through
and take it on.
And then and sometimes it hurts her, and then sometimes it helps her, because God sees her heart through it all. And so I always say this line, and my dad taught me this: I was put on this earth to help, not hurt.
Right.
And so I think that's for the both of them. My dad, I love his discipline.
Mhm.
I love the fact that he can put a goal in his mind and he see nothing but that goal.
Mhm.
And so he's ambitious. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
He believes in structure, and I love that about him because he taught me that.
Right.
I hated it about him when I was growing up. Like me and my dad was like,
Yeah.
but now it's like my ace boom cool, and I understand now why he was so strict and
Mhm.
so. You know, you gotta be like this. You gotta
Yeah,
save
yeah,
money
yeah,
for a
yeah,
rainy
yeah,
day.
yeah,
You got that.
Yeah.
All right. What did you dislike about your mom? One thing you dislike about your mom, and one thing you dislike about your dad.
I dislike that my mom is always a super fighter. Like her, when I say super fighter, it's like it goes 0 to 100 real quick.
Ooh, just like a daughter.
Yeah, and I inherited that from her.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm that all.
As you would expect
Y'all,
to be.
if
Yeah.
y'all see Bree now, but if y'all see her mother, it's like the same person. Like they look exactly alike. It's crazy.
Horrible.
It's really crazy.
Everywhere we go, they say, "Are y'all sisters?" I'd be like, "No, it's my fucking mom, and she got 8 grandkids." Like, what are y'all talking about?
Which one was easier for you to answer?
What I love about my mom was that.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
About your mom or about your dad? Which parent?
it's easier.
Which one? Which question was easier for you to answer? For your mom or for your dad? For your mom. Okay. And I know you guys are watching. If you guys have any questions, I know we got a camera over here. We got a camera here. We got the main camera here. If you guys have any questions, you can most definitely drop it down in the comment box, and we'll definitely answer it. If you guys want to ask us any questions, if you want to know anything about anyone that's on here, definitely drop it down in the comment box. For those who are on the side cameras, I know Meech camera is here and Abel camera here. If you guys want to see the actual view, go to my YouTube channel at The Real KeonStafford and just hit the video. You'll see us live now, and you'll be able to watch from this actual view here.
Yeah, Kevin Camp said it should be 4 cash apps up there.
So please, you all please send me your cash app, and I will definitely put them up there as well. Any questions that you guys have? We can kind of shift it a little bit. Go ahead.
But I want you to pour me another drink too.
I think for me, what I love about my mom is a super, like, she go hard for herself.
Okay.
Right or wrong, indifferent, she go hard for herself. She's one of them people that will stand 10 toes down on her opinion.
But
against
right.
the whole world, she could be dead wrong, and she's still going. I love that. I hate it because it's a little delusional, but I love it at the same time. What I like about my stepdad is very self-confident. He is very stable. He does not deal with the external world at all.
My dad.
Oh wow.
Your stepdad sound like my dad.
He wear white tees and black pants, and he go to work and come home and spend his money on his bills. He don't buy nothing. He don't shop. He don't do nothing. My mom is the total opposite, which is you see too with me. I'll spend my whole check and be like, I'm getting paid again next week. I got 2 jobs. I'm okay.
He is definitely like that. I'm like, bitch, what? I tell him that all the time.
Check and then be like, I'm getting paid again next week.
Yeah.
I'm cool. I got some food downstairs. I'm all right. I got a couple bottles in the closet.
Right.
So I am my parents. I am stable because I'm gonna keep money coming in, but I am my mama because I will spend it.
Right.
So I love and dislike that about both of them. What I dislike about my dad is I wish he was more fun. I wish growing up that I had to see what he would have been like in his 30s, just having fun. Because he was in his 30s, still militant.
Oh wow!
And I wish he had got to see that, playing. Because I feel like in his generation, growing up in like the 70s, 60s, whatever that was, the only thing they knew was breaking their back.
Yeah,
They knew 40 hours a week to put the check on the table on Friday and let the wife spend it.
Right.
I wish he had got to figure out that like it's okay to have home. Like my dad don't got no homeboys. You know what I mean? He just I convinced him to start. I convinced him to start a basketball league for like 45 and up. And we've been doing it for like 5 years. Those are his only homeboys.
Oh wow!
Like he don't got no high school friends, no cousins. Like he just got homeboys. I wish he was more able to do that.
Mhm.
Because all he was taught was have a wife, have a kid, and you take care of home
Provide.
and fuck everybody
That's
else.
it. Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I wish he had got to live outside of his
outside of that,
responsibility.
right?
But yeah, but let's talk about relationship stuff.
Yeah, wait. Before go ahead, go. We're gonna jump in.
Answer?
Go ahead, yeah.
Ooh, go Jersey.
Go Jersey Red.
Period.
Girl, ain't nobody
I know
talking to
the
you.
viewers gonna be wanting to get.
Yeah, they're gonna want to get
They want to get.
Well, mine is simple. What I loved about my mom is she was a hard worker. She bust her ass to make sure we had,
that part.
regardless of what anybody had to say or
Mhm.
how she did it. What I did dislike about my mom, that even though she was a loving person and a giving person, it hurt her somewhere.
Yeah.
She would give me the
Yeah.
shirt
Pay the
off
price
my
for
back. She would give me the shirt off. Everybody stayed with Carolyn. Everybody.
Everybody.
That
Carolyn cooked all the food. You come and get a plate.
Come get a plate.
Stay over there. We take
I would have been
time.
right
Right.
at Carolyn's house.
Yeah.
But when they stabbed her in the
Neighborhood
back,
mama.
it fucked with her.
Yeah, like bitch, how could you do that? I
Right.
do a lot for you.
And her favorite word was I'm damned if I do, damn if I don't. She used to say that to us.
Yeah.
I'm damned if I do, damn it, god damn it.
That was my mom. She
Damn if I
always
do,
said
damn
that.
if
Yeah,
I always say don't.
don't.
My dad, what I liked
Damn
about
either
him,
way, don't. Save it for yourself.
even though he wasn't really in my life, he was a hustler too. I don't know if y'all remember back in the day, they had like the jewelry that had the name, the beads that had your names and the letters on.
I know
Oh,
exactly what
yeah.
you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And back home in Jersey, Atlantic City, he was the one that started them. He'd be out there, what you call it?
Mhm.
Had the wire, make your earrings 15, 20 minutes with your
Mhm.
name, necklaces, bracelet.
Like, okay.
He just hustled.
Yeah.
So that was one thing. What I dislike is just that he wasn't there.
Yeah.
he
Like,
wasn't
I wish I would
present.
be able to experience him more.
Okay.
Yeah, I
All
wish
right.
he could experience this woman that he created.
That's
Ah,
Right.
I'm screaming.
So since we still on you, Jersey, I'm asking the question. What is the insecurity of yours?
Ooh.
Not me. Don't ask me that shit.
God.
Hell.
I think we kind of just heard some of them.
Damn.
That's deep.
What we say, we laugh, we cry, we
that
talk
was a
shit.
turn. It was a
Baby, you
shift.
swear my pussy this one.
It was a
What?
shift.
Look, everybody,
It was
bitch, I
a
gotta
turn
go back.
in a shift.
No, look, I got to go back and replay that.
It was
Because I said that, everybody said, woo.
It was a shift.
It was
Some
a
people take an escalator down. They don't just jump over the guy.
That motherfucker jumped over.
Girl, play pussy get fucked.
Wow!
Wow.
Welcome to the basement, honey.
Hey, Stu. Hey, Snuggle. Oh my God.
Hey, Monica.
I love my mom. Okay, one.
That's my best friend Snuggle. Always come back.
Where's
at home.
Snuggle at?
Listen to
That's
Snuggle.
the one who we be going to Harrods with.
You good?
No, that's Mika.
Snuggum.
Snuggle. I think you met Snuggle.
Snuggum just lost her baby father,
Yes,
her husband.
yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, Snuggum.
All right, let's go. What's the answer?
Oh, what's one of my insecurities? Jesus.
Can you pass me a spot?
Girl, pass me a shot.
Oh, I'm gonna get the shot cup. Like, you know, last time I didn't want to take no shot.
Y'all come on now.
I don't.
You got people on the team.
Tracy, calm down, girl.
Girl, she over there sweating.
Question,
Girl,
Jersey.
got my hands sweating.
I'm scared.
Don't answer no. It's real. This is real. This is
Yeah.
raw.
Or if you don't want to answer, it's real not to answer. Maybe you don't want to share.
No, don't give a bitch a cheat with that
No,
quick
no,
way
no,
out.
Maybe you don't want
I'm
to share.
trying to.
It's okay to be transparent by not wanting to share.
No, but I don't mind sharing
Okay.
because I'm very real. I'm very upfront and forward.
Yes.
And I'm really trying to, no shade. I'm really trying to figure out what's the insecurity of mine.
Because you that girl.
I've
Or
always
that's something that you're not as confident about. I don't gotta be technically insecure.
Insecure,
about, but something
yeah.
that you could be improved.
I can improve myself.
Mm.
Mentally, physically, emotionally.
Mhm.
I wouldn't say insecurity because I've always been self-esteem.
Okay.
I never was bullied when I was younger. I was bullied by called fat, but that never bothered me because
Yeah.
I was fucking 150 pounds in preschool. Biggest 6'1" in there.
What you want? Sister, what you want, girl?
150 pounds in preschool. So, and if someone was like bothering me, me and my brother would fight. We would go beat their ass.
Yeah.
So I never had like an insecure. I would say coming out to my friends, Lakisa, Dominique. Hey, Dom. I had a struggle with that coming out to them because they would ask questions like, "Oh, what do you think, girl? Don't fucking play me."
Yeah.
But when my mom said, "Girl, you's a diva, girl," it was all she wrote. She had a diva.
Yeah.
Oh, what about you, Meech?
Is this a question of me?
No, bitch. What I asked her, what's
50 pounds in preschool is hilarious. Insecurity for me.
Exactly, sir.
I was fucking
Shit up.
That's your brother. Ooh, and I was fucking shit up over you. You know what? Sometimes you gotta go, brother. Gotta be good, brother.
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
drink that down. Don't water it down.
The insecurity for me. I should have been thinking about you to answer your question. If there was two things, one is probably abandonment.
Okay.
I don't like people walk out
Okay.
without having a reason to go.
Okay.
Abandonment is probably a thing, just because I've seen so much growing up. I've seen so much back and forth breakups to make it leave, not talk about it, not resolve it, and then come back and it's brand new.
Yeah.
Abandonment is definitely probably one of my things. And then I don't know if this is technically an insecurity, but I always felt like I was never around people that allowed me to fully be my best self. And it was accepted.
Oh,
I
that's
have
good.
lived a life where I've always been a confident person, even when I was skinnier than this and had ears looked bigger because my head was smaller.
This is my Martin Lawrence, baby.
I've been skinnier than that.
Meech has gained weight since we have been friends. Meech was really small.
Like,
What you got?
I feel like there was a lot of times, even now, sometimes I'm around people who, if I'm talking about my promotion or my job or just how I feel about myself and my life, they look down on it. Like, why are you confident? Or why you got this? Or why you got access?
They insecure.
And
Right.
sometimes it makes me feel insecure. That it makes me rethink, like, well, damn, am I around the wrong environment? Am I not doing enough to put myself in another environment?
Right.
Am I around the wrong? So sometimes I just feel a little insecure that I can't always authentically be me. Like even when I got my promotion, when I was getting a new job last year, I was hesitant about posting it. I was sitting there thinking, like, is the comments gonna be like, oh, well, he just got another one last year? Like I was a little insecure to post it because I felt like not the support wouldn't be there, but I felt like the hate would be louder.
There you go.
But it's gonna, when you're doing something right, it's always gonna be like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's always gonna be somebody. They're gonna always have something to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just have to.
Because like I know people who got way more than me.
Yeah.
And I hang out with them and don't feel no way.
Me and this bitch talk about it all the time.
I know who have
way more.
And I just be sitting right at the table with them, like, here's my card for my stuff.
Right.
Like I don't feel like they might pull up in a Mercedes or
But that's because you're confident.
Whatever they got, I'm just like,
confident within yourself.
My challenge,
But you know, this goes back to what we were saying last week. We touched on this last week when we said that and you just said as well, we can be in the room with anybody. And bitch, I don't care. And I know some celebrities. This bitch does celebrities. You know people. And we be in the room with them. And because we're not the people who are clout chasers,
right?
I think that kind of bother people a little bit, like not to feel dependent on or somebody don't want them. Right. If that makes sense.
Or even I know we're gonna get to relationships, but even being with people who are not being in a relationship with people who are not used to consistency and stability in their own individual human life.
Oh wow.
That can have an impact on your relationship. That can have an impact on their mental, which has an impact on your mental because they're not used to being around somebody who is fully okay by themselves all the time.
Right.
Like me and my friends and family, I never get to call anybody You know what I mean? Like I get calls every day. I see cash out requests, Zelle requests at least once or twice every day of my life.
Can I be like you?
No, they don't go through. I'm just saying having that type of availability to where people know you good.
Yeah.
Sometimes people forget to check on the strong friend.
That part.
Sometimes people be like, "Well, I know Meech got it, so
Yeah.
I got a little extra. I ain't gonna look out for him."
Yeah.
Or like I'll be at the bar with some people and like we'll be waiting at the bar and I'll be like, "Here, let me pay so we can just move on."
Yeah.
But when that same thing is in a different, I don't always see that same. I'll be like, "Oh, maybe they can or they don't think about it that way." But I'm just used to being so self-sufficient that if I want us all to have a good time.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I go out with certain people, I have to remember that they have a little bit different budget on what they can and cannot do.
Yeah.
And I want to touch that. One thing I can say about us, my tribe right here, I will say that, bitch, if me and this bitch go out who just walked in, bitch, I don't care. You buy a drink, I'm gonna pay for us to get in.
Yeah.
Meech, we have did the same thing. You done bought some shit, I done bought some shit. Me and Abel, you done bought some shit, I done bought some shit. It's not,
and I don't remember.
It's not that I remember or bitch, I paid for it last time.
That's
You
like
paid
me
for
and
it.
her.
You go out, bitch. I'm with my dogs. I'm with my friends. We gonna have fun. That's just what's gonna be. I want all us to have fun. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just what it is. But you can't do that with everybody. Everybody penny. Well, not everybody, but some people penny pitching. Like you said.
And people take advantage. And that's why, like, my best friend that just came in, like, that's me and her all day long.
Yeah, moochers and leechers ain't it.
It's no, I don't move, because I ain't got it for you. Okay? But that's how me and my best friend is. We like if we go out or something like that, I'm like, you got it. I don't even have to ask. She gonna either do it or I'm gonna either do it. You know,
and I have come to learn my circle so well.
Yeah.
That I
you know. Exactly.
I know what the vibe is.
Yeah.
Like I'm paying attention. I'm honed in on Thursdays, Fridays. I know the weeks is the off weeks to do it. I'm tuned into that.
Yeah.
So like I feel like you should be tapping in and learning your friends as y'all go.
Yeah.
Like especially your tribe. Like I know. Okay, you're a little bit flexible this week. Okay, a little bit tired.
Yeah.
I pick up on that.
Right.
I just apply it and move forward. I don't even think about it.
What about you, Brayden? Then we're gonna lighten it up. I want to kind of go up a little bit.
Okay.
Dog.
My insecurity. I think one of them would be
touch on one.
Just one.
So we can move forward.
One of them would be probably worrying. I worry sometimes. If I'm enough.
Relationship wise?
Anything.
Self-sufficient.
Anything. I could be at work. I mean, like in my everyday life, as a mom, as a girlfriend, as a friend, as a daughter. I worry about if I'm doing or being enough for that person. You get what I'm saying? And so
this might send us down a rabbit hole, but I would just say, in my personal experience, a lot of times you can be too much for a situation. You can be too stable. You can be too good to be true. You can be too secure that it plays with other people's mental and pride. So a lot of times when we think we're not enough, because we're probably expecting that person
too much
more.
Exactly.
But if they was probably more self-sufficient, more stable, recognize our value sooner or earlier, then we would feel secure and not having to go over to make it seem as though we're enough.
Yeah. Exactly. My biggest thing, just to pick you off back with her before I answer, I think for her biggest thing is just knowing her as a person, get to know her as a friend. She wants to please everybody. You can't please everybody. Yeah. You cannot please everybody because she's smart as hell. She know different things, but she be trying to please everybody else, but everybody else be looking at her trying to get their validation. But she don't see that. Yeah, she's definitely a self motivator. I think for me, you
ain't got no insecurity.
No, I do. I think my insecurity is definitely trying to talk or get out what I want to say. Expressing myself. Yeah, because sometimes, bitch, I get tongue-tied. Sometimes I stutter.
Let me go ahead and apologize to my sister because I'm fucked with her about that. Girl, get it out!
I definitely experienced that too. I feel like you definitely think it through and then it come out different.
It do.
He said, what's our sign?
It be here, but when it comes here, it'd be a disconnect.
And I don't know what happened between the
The tongue and the brain is not working.
because I do say I am tongue tied. I do know that, but it's just like, bitch, when I be trying to talk, bitch, don't let me get mad.
But it's so crazy because even though you say that a lot, right?
He's very clear and concise.
Very. Like I don't never see it.
You have
I don't
to catch
never,
me.
I think
You have to
You
catch
talk
me.
a little
it
fast.
may be in the area
but-
that he's not as confident.
Yeah,
in,
okay.
He thinks a little bit more.
Okay,
But
okay.
It's just rolling off the tongue.
Yeah, it's-
easier.
yeah,
But if
okay,
It's in those
okay.
certain areas, it come out a little different.
Like what, if you had to do a presentation or something like that? 'Cause I don't never see hear shit.
Fuck you,
I hear.
Because
My sister
they
is
talk
groovy.
they talk to me a lot.
Yeah.
I'm a
So
Cancer.
you have
Oh, yeah,
to
they got me
catch it.
down. Can't be said I'm a Cancer.
I'm a Taurus.
You just have to catch it. I'm an Aries, but you just have to catch it. And sometimes I be trying to say something, and bitch, I be like, bitch, I done said this a thousand times,
Yeah.
but that's not what came out. So I have to go back to the drawing board and
yeah.
kind of redraw it real quick to get it out. But that's so. Go ahead.
But no, that was. I mean,
You had a lot of good love questions. I know you like to talk
Yeah,
about.
let's
I know
do
you
some
talk. I know you
relationship
like
stuff.
to
What time
talk
is it?
about.
It's 10 o'clock. It's 1 hour in.
yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
I know you like to talk about signs. I know you. You
I'm a Leo, by the way, big Leo. Don't play.
They say you trip over your teeth, girl.
You
Kathy has lost her motherfucking mind in the comments.
So I guess, yeah, I do.
you sent me
I'm a
something.
lover girl.
You got a topic
So-
or you got a question?
No, she sent me something about finding new love and then going through a breakup. So she sent me two different things.
Mhm.
Oh, that could be the same.
Yeah,
Finding new
you
love after
you
a
just
breakup.
talked that you just actually start to find new love.
This is where I get quiet.
What is
I got
that? What's
nothing
that
to do with
mean?
this
What's that mean?
conversation.
Start to find. That means starting dating.
Yeah,
dating
she
a
just started
specific person, or
dating.
starting to let go. What does that actually mean?
So I guess you
No, bitch, you gonna talk.
About love?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little
Love
about
is
love.
blind.
Just take over.
I'm dating somebody.
Okay.
You know, he's my man.
Period.
And this is after a long period of time with fuckers. You know what I'm saying? And the question that I had was, after you go, first of all,
Break it down.
yeah.
Oh, we finna get deep. Let me sit up. Pour me another drink, please.
First of all, after you go through a breakup, how long should it be before you get into a relationship or a serious relationship?
How long was the previous?
That's a hard question to answer.
In and out, 3 years, 3.5 years.
3.5 years.
But I mean, okay, so together a year and on fuck shit, not together at all. Period.
That's some people that
Downhill,
I would
horrible
say-
glass.
I would say for me, my healing normally happens in a relationship.
Mm,
I'm normally understanding when we're coming to a commencement. I'm
really?
normally like I'm a person. I'm a really lover. So while it's on the out, I can feel it on the out. So I start to get used to not being around. Start to get not used to calls, not texting.
While
coming in,
you're
not-
still
while
in
we're
it.
still actively pursuing it, but
Right.
because it's so much hectic shit going on, I'm starting to familiarize myself with being back by myself again.
Okay.
So by the time the breakup happens, there
You
really
good.
isn't not a whole season of rediscovery needed because we've been on the outskirts. It's been trending. I'm in project management. It's been trending red
Right.
for
Yeah.
a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once we hit red, I'm not surprised by it because that was what we were on our way towards.
On our way towards.
I do think, for me, I don't think anybody's ever fully healed. So I'm not a person who believes you have to be fully healed before you move to the next situation. I always say be healed enough to where it doesn't impact the next
The
partner.
next situation.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, I like that
That's my
because
opinion.
I'm that now. Like I'm, I guess, not fully healed from the past trauma of both of my past relationships and stuff like that. Well, definitely the first one. But,
Yeah.
and so now meeting the new person is like you try not to compare and
I was just
contrast.
thinking
Yeah.
in my head,
You
once
know,
compare-
you're not trying to think that this person is going to be like
They're not gonna bring the same hurt they came when I
Exactly.
opened up the
Yeah.
last time.
exactly. So that's what I'm like. Okay, what's the timeline on this? Should it be?
Your timeline is your timeline. Just like
That's what
your
I'm
life is based upon. If you're supposed to be a millionaire at 52,
Yeah.
or we're supposed to be a millionaire at 22,
You gonna do it. It's
whatever
yeah.
God has your path on,
Right.
good for you. If you feel like you've been single for 3 months and y'all was together for 4 years, and you feel like in 3 months, okay, I'm ready to
Get
Get
out
out
there.
there.
Get out
on the
there.
saddle again.
Yeah.
My mama say twinkle your toes.
I feel like that's your time. You know when it's. I think what I would say, if there's a clear answer to this, when you no longer want to go back.
Ooh.
I think that's when you're
That
ready
was
to move
good.
on.
That's
Shit.
oh, you did your
I'm
big one
on
on
that.
that, friend.
I'm on
'Cause
that
you
one.
can listen. You can love a person.
Yeah.
You can miss a person, but and still not want them back.
Back,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Ooh,
When
you
you
did
no
that.
longer
Yeah.
want them back,
Yeah.
that's when you're in
No.
the clear.
You should have been a
That-
life coach.
that's the
So
part.
I'm in the clear.
That's the part that I'm on right now. That's the part. Not wanting to go back.
Yeah.
But I think so oftentimes
I won't
we
go back.
we move on without letting go. And sometimes we let go without moving on. Sometimes we still have that vision in our head of who they could have been, what they should have been, what
Yeah.
we should have did, and that leads us to holding on to that little bit of hope.
Mhm.
But if you take the situation for what it is, I was supposed to get something out of it.
Yeah.
Rather if it was bad or negative or positive.
Right.
I
Right.
got that. Now how do I apply it to make sure I'm okay?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think I'm in a space just like you were just saying where I'm okay with everything that has happened before today.
Ooh.
I'm okay with every single thing that has happened before today.
I think it takes time to get there.
Yeah.
It
I'm
takes
not
time.
okay.
It takes time to get there because I will say this: you can be healed in certain areas, but then when something happens, it triggers
Them
you.
triggers.
Back, it'll take you all the way back.
All the way back
Just
to
remember
the bite.
those triggers are reminders of the work. I think sometimes this is what I was telling somebody. I was just telling somebody that no specifics is really required. You really know how far you come when those triggers happen. And there's some healing that only happens in partnership. I was just dealing with somebody. We both came into the situation with our past traumas of, oh, this person did this, person did that. There's a lot of growth that you can do on your own. Getting used to paying your own bills, getting used to speaking up for yourself, getting used to going clubs by yourself. There's traveling. There's a lot of growth that you can do by yourself.
Right.
But there is certain specific growth that only happens in
Oh,
connection, collaboration.
I agree 1,000%.
And people always be like, no, I got to be fully healed as a single person
Yeah,
part of this
no.
relationship.
No,
But
you don't.
no, there's going to be times you have to compromise and do what he wants in a relationship. You might have to put your pride. That only happens when you're in the midst of it.
But are you willing to compromise?
Yeah, I'm willing to compromise.
Some people aren't willing to compromise.
What are we compromising on? My non-negotiables, my deal breakers? That's out of the question. But if we're compromising on who picked the vacation spot, or who house we stay at, or what place we go to, or who win the argument tonight, okay, cool. But if we compromising compromising on something that makes me less of a man, makes me less of a person, I'm having to suffocate myself to be there for you.
Yeah.
That's totally different.
That's different.
To me, that's not a compromise. That's losing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I completely agree.
That just makes sense. Go ahead. You just gonna say something.
I was gonna say I just agree with what he said because you won't fully understand if you're fully healed or whatever the case may be your next step until you get with another person and you go through that partnership. And like you said, I just completely agree.
That's one of the things I harp on that all my friends.
Well,
because you can also hurt yourself, right?
By staying by yourself. The worst thing
you can hurt yourself by staying by
somebody
yourself.
who has been single for a long time. That is the worst person.
But no, I disagree. I disagree.
They don't feel that they need a partnership.
Exactly.
They don't feel that they need collaboration.
I disagree because I think that I am.
All right, Aries.
Look, I think that I am a very I am a person who loves partnership, right? I love partnership, right? But right now, where I'm at, I see through all the bullshit. So for me, I'm okay with being single right now, and I'm okay with growing into myself or continue to elevate myself without somebody on my side. Yeah, niggas trying to talk to me every day, or niggas trying to talk to me.
I think we gotta break it down further. If we going further.
If you go further,
let's break it down.
Okay, go further.
I don't want to call it a cap on it. I'm gonna call let's call it technical quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, gonna
A
play.
lot of people are comfortable being single because there are options readily available.
Exactly.
A lot of people aren't comfortable being single and by themselves when nobody wants them. That's totally different.
Ooh.
What you're talking about is I'm able to be single yet and niggas talking to me. That's because you are or connected or in the realm of niggas that are readily available.
Okay.
If those choices and options weren't there, it makes you rethink your stance. Like, oh, am I really stable by myself? Is these nights getting real cold out here?
Getting real.
I think-
low.
But I'd have been through that too.
But I think we talk about in real time.
In real
In
time.
real time, what you said wasn't 100% true. It was kind of true, but it wasn't 100%.
because you said you are a person that like
I'm
companionship.
girl ain't trying to read me, girl. Hold on, bitch.
You said
Bye-bye.
you
Sister, don't get my purse, sister. I'm finna make these bitches get up out of here, girl.
Because you said you are a person that like companionship.
I do.
Okay, so but if you
I
like
do.
companionship,
See, you felt where I was coming from, right?
That
Come
is
on,
not
Aries.
your fucking
Come on, Aries. You felt where I was coming from.
Listen,
We all
Okay.
felt where you were coming from.
Okay, you said that I'm a person. No. You said I'm a person that like partnership. Go ahead.
You're a partner that likes the partnership.
Okay, but
Don't say you would choose to be single if there was options that could make you not single. I think the option, we talked about this, didn't we? And this is just, are we being totally honest on the panel?
yes, go ahead.
To me, none of the options are relationship material. So that is the default. Being single is a safety. Some people, every nigga ain't for a relationship. Every nigga is something for fun. Some people are just for Friday night. Some people are.
We talked about this in
Some
the
people
car.
are for the European vacation. Every nigga has a different purpose that he brings to your life.
Yeah.
The options that we've seen so far is stop and go, or I call them drive-by.
At this point, the drive-by.
I call some niggas drive-bys, and that's just what they good for.
That makes you feel like, am I enough?
And that can restart your cycle to when you're ready to go to a relationship. Okay, well,
So y'all feel like everybody who I have ran across lately have been drive-bys.
even the relationship was a drive-by. It just, I don't know how it stayed. But it was a relationship. It was a drive-by. George.
No.
It was a
No,
drive. It should have been a drive-by.
Oh,
Y'all can see me.
I'm just saying we have to be, and what I'm saying in this relationship, in this conversation, is that we have to be authentic of where we're at.
Okay.
And we have to be authentic with other people. Sometimes we in a relationship of just, we in a season of dating. We in a season of courting. We in a season of fucking. We in a season of just liking and figuring out who we are so we know what works for us.
Okay. I respect that.
I think Castro had posted something the other day. She said, "Get to the place in the life where you can get to be, where you can date who you actually want to date."
Right.
Because a lot of us are dating based upon the options that are presented. But if we was more financially secure, if we looked better, we was in better shape, we was in better this and that, we would date outside of what we would currently date because our options are bigger.
All right. So where you feel that I'm at in today's society or today's world,
Like,
from your view,
what's that? What's what you mean?
for dating?
I feel like you want companionship.
Okay.
I do.
Oh, where you're at?
Yeah.
I feel like you're on the recovery.
Okay.
Because I think once you try so hard in certain situations, a lot leaves from you. So now I think you're in a season of refueling,
Okay.
self-evaluation, and in the meantime, you want to still be able to enjoy and live life.
Okay.
So I think what we've experienced or the options presented may feel a specific target.
Okay. What about
and
you?
I think that's okay.
What about you, Jerzee? What do you feel like?
Jerzee said, "Fuck nigga, straight on me."
Hello. I need to be a hood nigga. I'm still trying. I'm trying to get to that place.
Got the perk by the pound,
baby. I need it.
Well,
I had a time last night.
I'm a relationship type of girl. I've only been in two.
Yeah.
And my
I'm gonna
my
ask y'all
longest
into
one
it
was
too. Y'all got the camera
15
right here.
years, and I like companionship. A very long time. But I like companionship. I like being with one person. Yeah, I like because I get to learn you. I don't want to have to deal with learning different people, and learning your ins and outs. Starting over is a fucking lie, and then you could be a liar. You know what I'm saying? Because I've already I wanna. Yeah.
Baby,
Let me figure it out with the nigga that I've been trying to figure it out with. But at the same time, that gets old. You get what I'm saying? That gets old trying to figure something out that's been long out, dragged out. You know what I'm saying? So by me being in a relationship, girl, I want to be in a relationship that's healthy, and I want to be in a relationship that complements me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
It
I'd
complements
say
us.
my only thing about that, because I love hard like that too. I always say, if you're out here in this world, there's a man out there that's just like that. Too.
Absolutely.
Mm.
The problem that I've had to experience is that being a true lover in the wrong generation can fuck you up.
Ooh, I like that.
And I know
that's
there's a
true.
lot of people out here.
Mhm.
There's a lot of people out here dating for survival,
Yeah.
dating to get to the next step, dating
Yeah.
for just to mask their problems,
Mhm.
dating for just the hell of it.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Just
It's
say
really
dating.
hard to find somebody dating to experience and bring something with them.
Right. So, what's your main purpose of dating?
What you mean? What you mean?
So, going into a relationship or going to the dating
Okay.
pool, what are you looking for
I'm
in
looking-
particular?
I'm looking to get the best out of our team.
Yeah.
I'm looking to get the best that's available for us. If that's 5 years, if that's 10 years, whatever the maximum that we can hit is where I'm looking to get to. I think I'm not a person that dates to marry. I hear that and I see that a lot. I think when you put a destination on it, it can challenge some things, make you rethink some things, make you want to speed up some things. Why aren't they this? Why aren't they that? So I think that's harmful. But I'm a person that when I get into it, I want us to be the best that we can be, but still within a timeline that makes sense for us. Like, if we're gonna get married and all that stuff, we will. We don't have to do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
So
I'm a
you want to
person-
take time.
Yeah, I date
And-
with
and-
intention, but I still believe in the process.
Right. But I don't believe in because some people take too long.
Well,
Some people take too long.
Wait.
I know.
You gotta.
Yeah. Some
You
people
gotta
take too long.
put the. But you gotta put
Yeah,
the clothes.
I need you to land the plane.
Yeah.
Baby, I don't need to be hovering around the motherfucking airport.
You gotta
Land this bitch.
Yeah.
Keon, you gotta put the closing on the sentence though. Some people take too long for you, not too long, because they in their journey.
Okay.
They in their journey. You're crossing into their life. They're not taking too long. They're taking too long for your timeline. So that's why I think if you're gonna date with intention, hey, listen, I'm 32. By the time I'm 35, I expect a white picket fence in the.
But you have those conversations from the beginning.
I don't do that.
What?
Why not?
Yeah.
You set that up from the
We
beginning.
was just talking about this. We was just talking about this on Instagram the other day. Or a girl said that she went on a date with a guy and they went on a date on like a Monday. And then on Friday he made a date for another female who was like his longtime best friend. She was like, that's out of my boundaries. I don't want to date you anymore. She cut it out.
Okay.
He ended up marrying a whole other girl. And that girl was like one of his best men and best women at the wedding. Because that was her thing. My thing is that we pressure people to join our life. We are all two different humans. You had 30 years of life before I even met you. I had 34 years of life before I met you. So like when we're coming together, let's just be equally moving in the right direction.
Right, but so this is for me. I'm gonna let you talk. I know you're coming. So for me, when you're going on these dates, or when
that's where you made me lose my track of thought. On the first date, I'm really there because I thought you was attractive when I met you, and I want to see if there's a vibe. I really don't ask any hard questions. Do you want kids? Do you want to get married? What's your salary? I really don't ask them. I'm really just there to see if I
need to know.
I got to know. I got to know what we're doing.
I may not even
because I don't want to go on a second date.
But if I don't
your
like
intention
you, we won't get there.
is not.
I'm saying if I go on the first date and I don't like your energy, I don't even care where you work. I don't even care if you want kids or you want married because I don't even like you. Period.
So I
think some people date. I think the opposite happens where some people say, okay, they do want kids, they do want to be married. He is loyal, but then he's not the person for you. And we talked about that last week where I was telling you I was engaged when I was like 20-something years old. They was a resume husband. When I was like 23, I got engaged. He had a stable job, stable parents. I would have went into a good family. I would have maybe not had to work if I didn't want to. All that was cool, and I dated off that resume. But when it came time to seal the deal, I didn't feel nothing for him.
I want to jump back to the first date.
So he had all of the things.
He answered all the things, but it wasn't. He wasn't the person.
Yeah,
he wasn't the person I wanted it from.
I get that.
Hey, but when the last time you went on a date?
Girl, I don't do that. That's
Yeah,
too
I'm
gay
dead.
for me right now.
What's that? What's a
Taurus.
date? What's a date?
A date is for me.
Okay,
This
yeah,
is for me.
because
I like to
I wanna
break things
know.
down.
Yeah,
What's a
yeah.
date?
Everybody
What's a
have different
Yeah.
intentions of a date or different things for a date.
Yeah, what is a
So
date?
for me, when I go on the first date, right, I'm getting to, for me, this we're gonna talk about where we're gonna go, etc. Right? It can be a different. Everybody have different vibes, right? But on that first date, as you mentioned, I'm getting to know the person, right? I'm getting to feel out the vibe. But then also, I'm going to ask some questions.
No,
Yes, bitch. Let me tell you something because
how long is your first date? 7 hours?
I need to know if
Even if
because
it's a good
look,
one.
no,
I'm
no,
gonna ask
because
a
look,
question.
because look, you're still
Ooh, I got a good question.
look, because look, before we get to the
Where's my
date,
phone? I got a good question.
before we get to the date, we're still going to have some answers and questions
Yeah.
before we get to that motherfucker. And then when we get to that motherfucker, I need to know if you're going back into the second.
I got follow up. Yeah.
Yes, I need to know.
I also saw this on social media the other day. Are you okay with somebody saying? Because for me, like we were just talking about, for me, to me, I think that we sometimes can make dates feel like interviews.
It is. It's a working interview.
It should be a romantic experience. It can still be a question and answer involved, but the overall should be.
I'm gonna make it romantic and I'm gonna make it an experience.
We're doing the Q&A.
We're gonna do Q&A.
Yeah, boy.
But I think you can do Q&A through like we shoot basketball. Hey, where you work?
Yeah.
Or we at the bowling alley.
No, I know that shit before we go on the date. Bitch, I know where you work before we go on the date. I need to know what you do before you go on the date. I need to know, bitch.
Because can you pay for the motherfucking date?
Period.
Yeah,
There we go.
Wait,
There we go.
who pays for the
You
date?
ain't asking the right questions,
Who pays
bitch.
for the date?
Whoever asked.
Whoever
Whoever
as
asked.
a woman,
As
whoever
a woman, yes. Because I have asked the man that I'm dating now, I've asked him on a date.
I love
And he
that.
was like, okay. So when it got time to
Do the
I got it. Because I asked you.
Period. Boss bitch. Hold on. Let me flip the camera on her. Hold on.
Now, let me ask
Go
this
ahead.
question. This is what I want to ask because I saw this on social media the other day. I preferably hate this question, and I think it should be rephrased. But do you respect the question? What do you bring to the table?
Yes.
I definitely do.
I need to know.
Only because I can pop my shit.
Yeah.
So,
I hate the question. I would rather a person say, "What qualities or traits do you think make you a good partner?"
So you interviewing them.
That's an interview.
That's a political interview question.
Because to me, when you say what do you bring to the table, you're
like,
basically saying, "What's your worth to me?"
Like,
What's your
you're
worth?
asking. Okay, so
said that.
if I'm asking you, what are you bringing to the table? I'm just generally.
Are you
asking
asking it like that?
I may not ask it like that. What are you bringing to the? What can you contribute?
Because there was a
what are we doing? That's what I'm gonna say. What are we doing? You get what I'm saying? What are we gonna be partners? Are we gonna be like? What are we gonna be doing? Are we doing this together? We doing it separately?
Because I think you should have your basics in line: car, house, transportation,
everything that I
job,
have.
And I have my basics.
Everything that I have.
And then we can do something together. But your basics and your everyday as a human being, you should be able to have that on your own.
You should be able to on your
What
own.
if they don't?
Yeah. So, that's the question.
That comes to our community because a lot of our community is a lack of self-development. So sometimes
I'm glad you said that word.
We gotta pull people to us. That's why when some of my friends like Keon will tell me, "Oh, you should date with people who are in your tax bracket or date with people who got what you got." A lot of them motherfuckers is in relationships.
Yeah, in relationships.
I can't always date where I
is that
date because scarcity is real.
So Meech, is that and not this question is for all y'all.
Okay.
Able to Nate, Tiana. If
I'm putting them on camera in a minute because Tiana want to say something.
If you're dating or you into a person,
okay,
and you are established, you have a car, you have a job, you have a house, you have ambitions and goals, and that person that you're into or dating lacks one of those things that you have, is that a deal breaker? Is that what does that look like for you? Because they treat you like gold. They everything that you want. Sex is bomb.
To me, it depends on why are you dating them. Like what are you attracted to? Are you attracted to their availability? Are you attracted to their looks? Are you attracted to the fact that they fit into your life?
Mhm.
What are you attracted to? Because some of us aren't looking for the same thing.
Right.
To me, a man's greatest trait for me
Mhm.
is his presence.
Okay.
Okay.
I
For me
can do
too.
everything by myself and for us, but I need a person that's available.
Available.
That don't mean don't have a job.
Emotionally,
Available.
physically, mentally, I need you
Be
available.
available to me.
That is me.
That is
That
my
is me.
love language. Your availability, your presence.
Baby, give me another
That's me.
drink.
I
I need another drink.
Betty, shot o'clock.
So for me, so Meech, you said it's not an interview, but going through the questions that
But
you
don't
just
make
said,
it feel like
No,
that.
it's
Don't
not
make it
feeling about
feel
the interview. It's-
I gotta come to you.
Somebody
and
said
feel
Yeah.
about
move
this.
fast.
no, and let me say this: I have been in predicaments where I have moved fast. You know what I'm saying?
And there's
However,
nothing wrong with moving fast if that's what y'all
if
energy
that's
is.
what I
Okay.
wanted to do,
Some
correct?
people feel like, oh no, we gotta do this for 2 days. We gotta do 90 days. Only
that-
2 days a week.
No,
I
I
wanna hang
that
out
was
with
me.
you.
That was me.
Look,
Don't
I
put
tell
rules
everybody
on it.
all the
Y'all
time.
y'all
If
energy.
you're gonna fuck on the first night, or if you're gonna fuck on the 100th night, whatever is gonna happen in your relationship is going to happen in your relationship.
Because some people say don't force the connection. I was just talking about this in my
You
previous
can't.
trip. Don't force the connection, but don't force the disconnection either.
That part.
If you want to hang out with me, hang out with me.
Yeah.
Don't not hang out with me because you
Because
feel
you're
we've
tryna-
hung out too
Yeah.
much
Yeah,
already.
That's
I don't like that. I think that's an insecure
So,
thought.
So literally, that's what me and my boyfriend is going through right now. Like, and he's a Taurus, right? So
Male
he
Taurus,
is
okay.
very for sure with some fucking self. And
That's
yeah, shout out to my.
Yeah.
But that's us right now
If you
because
want to double text.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
understand
all
holding
about
back.
timing, and I'm like, okay, is this moving too fast? Are we okay? We need to wait
But
30 days
but
before we have
it's
sex.
y'all,
We need to-
it don't gotta be timing as a general. Y'all's timing may not be the same as life's timing.
Yeah,
Some people might be saying, okay, you wait 6 months before you even move in, or a year and a half before you move in. Whatever is y'all's timeline.
Because I'd have moved,
so good.
I'd have moved the nigga in 10 months. I'd have moved the nigga in 8 months.
That's
So
a
what is
long
two-
time
what
in
is-
gay years. 8 months consistent. That's a
Yeah.
long time.
So what is a timeline to move somebody in, or for you guys to move in together?
Baby, if you
Pers-
want to
me
move that nigga
personally,
in the
it's 1
first
year.
month,
Me personally,
I believe it's a 1 year too.
I think 1 year sounds good, but for me, this is the thing. If I meet somebody in January
Yeah.
and
Hey, but
they
first
lease
feel
up
that I'll
in
die
April,
by
May,
your next-
and I
over there,
really
honey.
like them, they stable, income is fine, we get along,
Mhm.
we might move in together in June.
Okay.
Because to me, it's
Pass
about what
a little
y'all's
that rain.
timeline
It's
is
gone.
and what makes sense. We
Okay.
both
I'm
can
just
live
saying-
apart. We know how it is to be single. We know how to live to pay our own bills. But now when we come together, you saving money, I'm saving
Saving
money.
money.
We can go out.
We're
we can do
doing
things.
it together. We're
Yeah,
partners.
I don't think there's.
So look,
specific time
where
to
I'm
what
at now,
y'all
I
timeline.
ain't moving another nigga, and I ain't building a nigga. Okay, that's why.
That's
look.
nobody in here.
No, I ain't breaking nobody else up in this motherfucker right
The
here.
next
This
one-
motherfucker right here.
The next one is a different story. This one right here,
That's
we
a lie.
We close.
Let him come through paying them motherfucking bills.
Oh, bitch,
Let him come
let
through.
me tell you
Let him
something.
come through providing and doing what the fuck he's supposed
Let me
Now,
tell you
there's
something.
always ways to rig
Baby,
around.
Look, let me tell you something. I pay my own shit. I pay my
Yeah,
own shit now.
But it's two is always better
It's
than
different
one.
when a man that wants to do it. I put this
Yeah,
on my Instagram.
wants to do it.
I had this on my Instagram. Always choose the man.
2 to 3 years. No better.
Which one?
Yeah. So I can post
I
this
put
on
this on my Instagram the other day. I said, and I think it's on my TikTok too. I said,
Is Tamika Morris
a
still
lot
in
of
here?
us will choose the man that stick with us through our rough time, right?
Yeah.
He ride or die with us. Okay, cool. That's a good man. But if a man know you got it in your pocket, and he know you stable, he still want to provide for you. He don't even want you to touch your purse. He don't even want you to touch your wallet. That's the man you're supposed to be with. That's what I always say.
I agree. That's what I'm bad over.
Because he want to be that man for you. He not saying you can't do it, but he want to be able to do it for you where you can keep your corner for whatever you choose.
I love
your
that.
personal space. I love that.
Shout out to all
That's
the
how my
niggas like
stepdad
that.
is with my mom.
Yeah.
Mom don't do nothing. She
Yeah.
spend her own money. My dad be like, yeah, I got it.
Yeah. I mean, and see
That's
that
the type of
comes
man he is.
with the day and age type of thing, because ain't no man now in this new millennium shit doing that.
Oh yeah, we should dedicate some time to heterosexuals in the room. So what do y'all?
It's
think?
only one or two. Well,
What do y'all think about the new version of the men who
I hate
they want to feel affection? They want to talk about their feelings. They want you to pay for something. They want 50-50. What you think about that?
Well, I come from.
Because I know it's probably some straight viewers. They want to know.
I
No,
come
no, you're not building
from.
nobody. She said she's not building no nigga.
No nigga.
No.
Period.
I,
Snook up, I just said that.
build with-
I'm not building no nigga.
But
No more.
Even just remember that when y'all are working together and partnering, you're still
You still
building.
building,
You're
yeah.
still building. them.
absolutely.
What
I was
you're
just
talking-
about to
yeah.
say that.
What
Yeah.
you're talking about is when they're totally codependent
Yeah,
on
exactly.
you.
That's a difference. That's a big
We
difference.
don't want to
You can
codependent.
because you can be
We don't want codependent.
equally established on both ends, and then when you get together, you
Y'all do
building
some
each other.
boss ass
Exactly,
shit.
you building each other up. to
So I just dropped the
empowerment.
link. If you want to come on and ask questions, I know
No, we're not bringing nobody on the camera.
not yet.
Just ask questions
Bit-
in the chat.
Right, but
Some
we're
people
gonna bring
are
somebody on. If you want to come in and ask somebody
Like,
questions,
I'm just-
if you want to come in and ask questions, you can. But yeah, go ahead, Meech. Girl, she this my shit, bitch.
No, but like, I just
No,
want
I
to
get you, yeah.
heterosexuals
Yeah.
time to get their shine too. So
I mean,
what other
I
topics
feel
you
like
want?
I feel like it's okay. You know, I feel like it's okay in a sense. You still need to be alpha if you're a man.
Leave the house.
Lead the household, provide, and everything like that.
I got two questions popped up in my head.
I saw a post the other day said more women would be a woman being submissive is based upon the type of man she's dating. So do you come in submissive, or does a man have to break down your walls?
It depends.
Okay.
And it depends on what
You gotta answer this shit truthfully.
Yeah, I'm answering it truthfully. If I see that a man, I can walk all over him, I'm gonna do something.
You don't respect it.
I'm not gonna respect him at all. And now if I see a man and he's being alpha, you know what I'm saying, and he's showing me and that he can have a sense of leadership,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be submissive because I'm a submissive type of girl. But you have to be that.
You
I have to
show the
trust
path
that
for me
you
to trust
can
in the
lead
path.
me because I can lead my motherfucker.
Yeah.
That part.
You know what I'm
Jerzee,
saying?
what makes you submissive?
A man.
What Jill Scott say? What Jill Scott say? If you can tell me what to do, you can tell me what to do. Jill Scott said, if you can tell me what to do, then you can tell me what
So
to do.
let me ask you this. It was kind of like a question from last week as well.
Yeah.
We got to pull a card from your deck too, because I know you had said you wanted to pull this.
Where your cut? This one?
Yeah, that's her. It's somebody
I
upstairs.
just do one.
So let me ask you this: with you're entering a new dating stage now, or whatever, right? So are you open to your man? What if your man say he wants you?
God, you on the phone.
You understand what I'm about to say?
He just said she want an alpha male now. Remember, she said an alpha male. Just remember, alpha does not anything on his stomach or back. He alpha.
Wait a minute, but they can be alpha.
No, they can't.
Yes, the hell
That's
they can.
heterosexual. No,
I was waiting for him to finish.
No.
So
Yes, they can.
just like in our community, you got the alpha males, you got the alpha males, but them bitches motherfucking down, bogus down.
Yeah.
You got the alpha males that's bogus down. Huh?
Them they already fat.
No, they're not.
They got.
But they're still they can be alpha males.
You talking about heterosexual alphabet? That's different than a straight alphabet.
So alpha males, pleasure is pleasure.
No.
It don't
So
matter how.
would I like my man to do what?
Would you eat your man's butt? Since we gonna go down, I'm gonna go down.
Let me take a motherfucking sip.
Would you eat your motherfucking man's butt?
I'm going to be real.
If he wants you to eat his motherfucking butt, because at the end of the day,
Wait, calm down.
what if you straight? What if you gay? That's
I'm
a
getting a
male.
little lit. I'm just letting you know.
Okay. Would you do
So,
it? Yes or no?
My answer would be, it just depends.
Okay. If he wants you to do it or not.
If he wants me to do it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm in the moment.
Right.
Because I'm
y'all
a freaky
in
girl.
y'all in a situation.
Yeah, we in a situation.
Answer, y'all heterosexuals over there. Come on.
We in a. He said, "What's that?
He's talking about hell no.
And we in a moment, and we, you know,
Willie said, "Hell no, motherfucker, get off my ass." You think, Jill?
if he want it, I'm gonna do whatever my nigga want me to.
But I'm gonna say this
Sure.
now.
Period.
You know what I mean?
Hello.
So now, is it my number one choice to do? No.
Would you offer it?
No.
But if he asked, okay.
If-
But I always say this about especially black women. When you do it, the next day, is he still the same nigga?
Absolutely.
That's respect.
Absolutely.
What? But
I
why
don't
wouldn't he do?
Because a lot of women do things like that
Mhm.
that are out of their comfort zone, and then the next day they can't view the man as they don't see
True.
him as that.
That's true.
It's not
Yeah.
against him. It's that they psychologically can't go back. to
Correct.
Right. No,
No.
I agree.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
can't
I-
see him
I
as the
believe-
same man because now they're
no.
like, well, next time he might want me to pick him.
Yeah.
Next time he might want another
Yeah.
nigga. Like they see it and they see the full extent.
If
They don't see it
I
as
know
just that
my
one
nigga.
thing.
You know what I'm saying? I know my nigga. So if
Know
he
your man.
freaky, I know he freaky and
The
he
word
want to
of
get
tonight
down.
is know your man, bitch.
Yeah, know your man. That's it.
Let me ask this. Damn. Yeah. Let me ask you this. Because I was having this conversation. This for the heterosexuals that are watching in the building. I was having this conversation with one of my homegirls who was straight. That her man actually called me and asked me this.
Mhm.
So let me ask you this: do you call it a threesome or a train if you want it as a woman? If you wanted your man and another man to have sex with you,
That's not.
It's a train.
No.
It's a train.
no. Why is it a train?
Because I'm asking for two men to fuck me, to pleasure me.
Okay.
That is a threesome, but it's also a train.
Okay, so what's the difference
My
if
definition
your
is
man say, "I want my woman and another woman to be in the same
That's
bedroom"?
That's a threesome.
That's a
That's not a train. There's no way that they can choo me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A train involves penetration.
Two
Yeah, a train involves multiple.
So
sexes
y'all
of
don't. So y'all
penetration.
don't consider that as a threesome.
It's a threesome.
Me personally, I feel
Anything
it's a
with
threesome, yeah.
anything with two or more people, you know, besides it being an orgy or whatever. But I'm saying, but involving a sexual act at the same with one person or the same person at one time.
If she's receiving
Yeah.
multiple penetrations,
yeah,
that's a train.
and stimulation.
That's a
That
motherfucker.
didn't happen.
So
It
my
is a threesome,
that-
but
I-
a branch
like I
of
told-
that is a train.
Yeah.
like I told my homegirl, I said, let me tell you something, bitch. You as a freaky bitch, and you want your nigga and another nigga to have sex with you, bitch. That's a threesome. Just like if your nigga come to you and say, I want another bitch to come in the room, you eating her pussy or whatever it is. That's a threesome.
Even if
I
they
would
don't do
never
anything,
ask
just the
my
girl
nigga,
being
though.
there is a
A
threesome.
threesome.
I would never ask my nigga though to let me have sex with like me and him, and then another nigga to fuck me. Do you not know that?
That could be for just your pleasure,
how
your
do we-
fantasy.
We talking
Yeah.
about the act, but how do you bring this up in conversation
Yeah.
with your mate when you say, "Hey, actually, I like to bring
another
something to the table"? What do
person.
y'all say to y'all's partners to? Because you could end a relationship by this time.
I don't know because I ain't been straight in a long time.
I'm just gonna say this: you can damage your relationship by saying this thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how do you
I've
approach
been
it?
approached in dealing with a dude.
Okay.
I was approached. Not approached, but he asked me to have a threesome,
Okay.
right? And with a girl.
Okay.
And because that was my nigga, at the time, that's what I did.
Okay.
And
Text me.
it was okay. It wasn't like I did it for him though.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
It wasn't for your own self.
But I would never do that again. As far as if I want to do a threesome or I want another woman involved in our relationship, I will ask him. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't want him to approach me about that no more. Like to ask me because it also made me feel insecure too.
Yeah, because it's all about why they want it.
Yeah.
Do they want the visual of seeing you with another girl, or do they want the ability to cheat within the relationship? Like,
Yeah,
what,
and
what
I
are
was
they
the fucking
actually
Ponzi
wanting
scheme.
to
Like I
bring
was
support?
the one they was attacking.
Okay. Shuffle your cards. I want you to pass out because you've been wrong for this. Go ahead.
That's the question.
Nate.
Wait, let me flip the camera on y'all real quick. Let me flip the
Do they want
camera.
to be on the camera?
They're gonna be on the camera.
I'm cool with it. But
Hold on, let me flip the camera on y'all.
There it is. Nate said,
Okay,
sit up straight, Nate.
bestie.
There you go.
Y'all go ahead. They ain't gonna down the camera.
Nate, ask your question.
how do you feel? What do you guys feel about being a side piece, or are you willing to be a side piece? And if you see your partner, your side piece in the mall with their significant other, do you say something or do you not?
So
That's
Go
like a
ahead,
question
Meech.
for me.
go ahead, Jerry. Let me hear what you.
That is a good question, Nate.
Let Jersey
And I got
answer.
a situation that I want to speak on.
Let Jersey.
My
I know as gay people, I mean, well, as a gay male, if you see and you're messing with a heterosexual male, and you see him in the mall with
You don't
his
speak.
girl, you don't speak.
You don't speak.
Why? So it's against
Why
the
not?
law.
It's a code.
It's a
No,
code.
no, no,
It's a
no.
code.
No.
There is a code.
I mean, do
Now,
you
if
know-
you're a
do you know
flamboyant,
your-
Absolutely
if you're a
not.
flamboyant
I think
gay, you don't
So do
speak.
you
I
know
think
your
that's a, I think
place?
that's a sign of
If you can
disrespect.
be shown as
Do you know
heterosexual,
your
you can-
place
Oh.
as a side piece? Do you play your
Because if you
role?
confident what the fuck we did, bitch, you gonna speak. Like
no,
that
if
never
you're a
happened.
side piece, you know not to mess up
If you're a
somebody's
side
home.
piece, you gotta know your role.
No.
That's why
Are you
I'm not okay.
willing to
Y'all
be-
don't be
So let
messing
me
up
answer the
people's
question.
home.
Let me answer that
No.
question. If
That's
you
not messing
said,
up somebody's
are you
home.
okay with
What
being
is
a
she
side
saying?
piece, right?
That's why y'all gay.
If she
I'm a
see you
woman.
coming up to her man, she gonna be like, how the fuck you know that
Him.
thing?
Yeah, how you know him?
She ain't gonna do that.
So I'm not okay with being a side piece because I want the attention. I want the every fucking thing.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? And so to be a side piece and to be a good one, you can't call.
It
We
ain't no
can't
breakfast
see each
on
other. It
Sunday,
gotta
it
be
ain't no
on when your
Christmas.
timing. And it ain't on your timing when it's on me.
You waiting on the call.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
I
The
think
fuck?
side pieces a
I
lot.
ain't
Well,
waiting.
you just
But
gotta know
remember
your role.
earlier in the
You know your
You gotta
role.
know your role.
Remember
You know your
earlier in the
role
conversation,
well.
I said there's a season for everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes you might have just got out that 4-year relationship and you don't have the energy to entertain somebody full time.
Mhm.
So can I speak on my situation that happened? Right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
So,
The counselor.
Yeah,
me and
let's
one
flip
of
it
my
back there.
friends, we like we cool. You know, I know he had a girlfriend, but we kicking it every day, we vibing,
Mm-hmm.
and it just so happened to go there. But I knew he had a girlfriend. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? But it just happened.
Yeah.
So now I'm catching feelings, and
Oh,
I need
wow.
a lot of attention. You know what I'm
Delusion.
saying? So now I'm not
Yeah.
okay with you being in a relationship. But
Oh,
The
God.
side
I
piece wanna be the
signed up
main
for
piece.
it, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I didn't really even sign up to be the side piece. I just was kind of like
You just was entertaining.
finesse
You was
into
entertaining.
being the side piece. So eventually it became an issue for me. But it's like, how can I be upset when I knew what I was signing up for?
Because you're upset with yourself by letting yourself. You're not really upset with the situation of a relationship. You're upset with yourself that you allowed yourself to go down that road knowing what the end of the road was.
That part. That part.
A lot of us is about accountability.
And
Yeah.
I thought maybe I would be okay with it, you know, like you know
It
what I'm saying?
always
the
is like that
season.
until the situation is in your lap.
It just made me
Yeah.
realize like I'm not able.
You're not
And
built
then
for that.
also,
You may not be
too-
built for that.
And then also too, once you realize that, okay, boom, I got feelings for this person. Now you trying to reel him in
Reel him in.
and make him know, like, oh, I'm loyal, I'm this,
Yeah.
make me the side.
But he'll never
make me the main.
he will never respect you if you
No.
started off as a side.
As you said.
Absolutely. He's gonna
Well, no,
always
I
look
disagree.
in that. He's
No,
gonna always look.
I disagree. No, I disagree.
He'll never respect you as a woman.
Because let me tell you something.
With me dating other people later on down the line,
Exactly.
we never even
Because he used to
established
you being
that.
available.
We never even established that we were being loyal to each other. But later on down the line, you going through my phone, and now it's an issue with me talking to other people, and you
And
already
he got a
in
whole relationship. That's y'all both delusional.
So does that mean he want his cake and eat it too?
Absolutely.
Because that's
He
what
wants his cake.
Let me
that's
say
what
this.
she signed
If I
up
want
for,
my
and
cake
then she
eaten,
changed the
yeah.
agreement.
That part.
I never said, "Hey, I'm solely gonna be with you." I didn't tell you I was doing this and doing that.
You didn't have to say it, but you
you
showed
decided
it.
this
You
to
showed
the
it.
You
my
showed
phone,
it, yeah.
And now you want to go upside my head because I'm talking to other
Yeah,
people.
because men are territorial, especially straight men. You showed him something to move differently once you caught feelings. That wasn't on there.
That wasn't on what they signed.
So let me say this, and I said this last week. That go back to the 80-20 rule, right? You have that 80% at home, and then you fucking around with that 20%. So you okay with being that 20% to make that nigga feel whole?
This is what I was saying.
For
that situation.
This is why I don't agree with the 80-20 rule.
No.
Because that 80-20.
Never.
Remember,
Well,
But
I say,
if you get deeper down
I'm
into
100,
it,
I'm
you
at
are
that
the
20%
20.
but what I'm saying is that 20 may have value may be so high that it impacts that 80, that it might be more 60-40.
That is
Let's
true.
Let's like this. Like if your man is, let's say you dating a bisexual. Let's say you dating. I'm just joking.
No,
Let's say you dating a
I might
bisexual.
have.
Let's say you dating a bisexual man, right? You dating a bisexual man,
Mhm.
and you say 80-20. that 20% is that other man, that might be 50% of what he really wants.
Exactly.
Right.
So it's not 80-20, it's really 50-50.
So that's why I say
You
that
ain't never gonna be the
20%
man
is
to
very
me.
powerful.
You ain't never gonna be a man
That
to me.
20%,
Exactly. You ain't gonna be what he actually wants.
that
That's why I'm
20%
saying
is
don't
very
label that
powerful.
20% because that 20% might include their non-negotiable or
But listen, this is why I say you have the
like, what if you meet the perfect person that they don't want kids and you do? That is more than 20%.
that is true.
That is
But
a
look, so when I
lifetime
say the
commitment.
80-20, when I say the 80-20% rule, what I mean by that is being this. You have your spouse at home, and then that spouse don't fulfill all your needs or all your dreams. So that 20% that you go seek makes you feel that you 100. That 20% makes you so it that 20% can be powerful. That 20% can be 50% or 60%.
But you have to know what's your needs and what your wants. A lot of us are combining needs
Both.
and wants.
Yes.
What can you live with? If you can live without it, it is not a need. It is something that you want. It is a temptation.
But what if you
If
can't
you
live
can't
without
live without it, then you shouldn't be in that relationship if you're not getting it.
Exactly.
You should be in a relationship where your deal breakers and your non-negotiables are offered up to you regularly. If you're going without something, if you need sex 3 times a week and you getting it once a month, why are you in the relationship? It doesn't make no sense.
Yeah,
You're
I
not
agree.
functioning as a stable
Exactly.
partner.
Because sex play a big part in the relationship. I don't care
but I
what
was-
nobody
So do
says.
I want to go back to what she said.
play.
I want to go back to what she said because I have a lot of female friends who date ball players, basketball players, whatever. And they have wives and everything. A lot of side pieces do not respect the wife.
No.
And then when y'all become the wife, you realize how much shit she gotta deal with on a day-to-day basis. And now you in a position that you're not comfortable in. Because the wives be knowing.
Yeah, they know.
I know wives that know. It's
Yeah.
like I'm not on the road games with him. He's probably doing this and that. But they take care of so much shit. And the side piece, all she see is Prada bags, Gucci bags, and trips,
she see
and
the
Cash App.
love lavish.
But once he
lifestyle.
elevate her, where she got to answer business calls and go on trips, and she got to fight the side hoes and the basketball games, she
and
don't
look
want
a
that
certain
role.
way.
So let me ask you this.
Look
A lot of y'all
act
be
a
wanting that
certain way.
position, but once y'all get there, y'all ain't structurally built to live in that life.
I want to ask Jerzee something after you. I want to ask him something after you. Go ahead.
He was dealing with other women, and basically women was just waiting their turn. Other side pieces waiting their turn to even make it.
And that,
Too
but
much.
that's the
That's
remember
too
because then I said a man will never respect you. That's I'm talking about a man that actually wants a home.
Yeah.
That is a player.
Yeah.
That is a man who wants a trophy wife. He
Yeah.
wants a bitch beside him, regardless of he's
Regardless.
she's supposed to take care of the kids. He want a woman beside him. That's different than what I'm saying is when you come up like for me, if I'm dating a nigga and I'm in a relationship and there's a nigga that I can fuck on whenever I want to, he will never be my nigga because I don't respect him. You are a nut to me.
Yeah.
So there's women like that. There's women who want to be. I want to be the only girl, but when you see the requirements and the job stress and the day-to-day migraine of dealing with that nigga, because all you see is the highlights.
Yeah.
All you see is
I've been in that like
you see the highlights.
Where you had to live together for a month, right? And when I lived with this man for a month, it was hell. Sucking dick on demand, cleaning.
It's a requirement.
Being home by 10 o'clock, all of that. Still
where you going? Where you at?
The side piece is supposed to be a thinkless, thoughtless, emotionless job.
Right.
But
So,
we are humans.
So look, Jerzee, on your behalf of you messing with men who have wives, right?
Oh my God.
Girl,
oh my God.
See, she thinking it don't come out. Said that tongue.
Oh my God, Keon.
No,
Because that's not who I mess with.
No.
Go ahead.
Bitch,
Those are trades. Those are trades.
That's not trade.
Those are spouses.
You was a hoe.
Maybe I'm coming in that shit like Section 8, honey.
So you have messed with DL men, or women, men who have had women, right? What do you feel is your role as a gay male to this man?
Being down low.
Being down low.
Available.
You provide a service.
Well, not,
Or I would say a convenient. What I'm saying is like a convenience.
A convenience for me and that person.
That's what I'm saying. It's a
It's a win-win situation because I'm getting a pleasure out of it, and also that person is getting a pleasure out of it.
But what pleasure are you getting out of it if you
the sneakiness that drives?
Oh, that adrenaline, bitch! That's like fucking in the car, girl. Right in the car. Oh, do the rocket chair, girl.
I don't gotta worry about your kids. I don't gotta worry about your life.
I don't gotta worry about.
So let me ask you this: Do you ever catch feelings?
I had to catch feelings. Boots.
Damn.
So what do you do in a situation like that where you are messing with a down low man, and you catch feelings?
Oh God, I'm hungry now.
But you know that
you can't.
Self-check.
Yeah.
It's a self-check involved.
What do you do in that predicament? Or what have you done in that predicament?
Check myself, and I gotta reel it back in. Like, bitch, you going now?
Have
you gotta remember dealing with a DL nigga is like an expiring contract. One day it's gonna be over. Oh, yeah. One day the settlement and the check gonna come due and somebody gonna have to pay the bill. When you deal with a DL, that's what I'm saying. It's a different world of it's an instability within stability. One day it's gonna be a wrap. You have to always be prepared that one day the nigga might just never not talk to you.
Yeah. Oh wow.
That's the lifestyle of dealing with a DL nigga.
I ain't never. Let me tell you, in my days of dealing with a DL nigga, I never dealt with that. I never. They always come back. This pussy is good. With a T.
That don't mean you're gonna come back. That just means there might be a day you wake up and the number might not go through.
Yeah.
Oh baby, the numbers always get
Even
if they charge you, I was the first bitch to get it. What's the period?
Right. They down low, so they not trying to get.
It has happened to where that number
with their friends, with their women.
That's what I'm saying.
But baby, they get down to some way to get right back to me.
A WhatsApp number,
hello?
Let me tell you something. Cash App has been the bitch best friend. You motherfucking block me, but bitch, you can send $1, bitch, and give me your motherfucking number, bitch.
I'm not gonna
give me your number.
In a situation we got on good terms through Cash App, but it's $1 request, $1 pay. You
let me tell you something. This is why I don't deal with DL men no more. Right, outside of just being a nut.
That's your testimony, not mine.
But let me say this is why I don't, because it's some Patron up there too. Because of the simple fact is because you do catch feelings, or you do get used to being just a nut, or people don't believe that you.
Should I want more out of my life?
But people get connections out of sexual pleasure.
Absolutely.
People do. We can go into it. And that's in the gay world, that's in the straight world, that's in all type of world. We can go in and say, bitch, we just fucking. But bitch, in 2 weeks, you can fuck me so good. Bitch, I want to fuck your wife. Fuck your husband. Fuck that bitch. Yeah. I want this. Come to me now. And that's why people.
So have you ever dealt with a down low nigga that is saying that when y'all connection is so strong that he say, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna leave my wife, or fuck it, I'm gonna leave my girl, or fuck it, I'm gonna leave
yes, ma'am.
I haven't had.
Let's remember the different variations of DL niggas. We didn't break all this down. There is some gay bisexual men that are DL.
No. But you still have DL men that I had turned out completely.
Yeah, I'm just saying, going into it, there are some that are strictly there for sex. There are some that are actually bisexual, and there are some that are waiting to be poked into a new direction in life. I think she might just be used to just men and just like to fuck the gays and go back home. No, there's some that like to stay. They want to travel with you. They want to keep you in the closet. They want to actually build a relationship. I actually know some DL bisexual men who believe that if they have a boyfriend and a girlfriend, it's not cheating on either one. They believe it's two different lives.
That is true.
Really?
They don't believe it's cheating on either person because I'm straight with you. I'm gay with you. They don't believe it's the lives are equal.
And that is true because I have.
They don't believe it's DL. They believe it's two
separate lives. Because I have someone who was very close to me that lived two different lives, and we grew up together, right? And we have came to the conclusion because we had started clashing, right? Because I said we had growing up, we had this fairy tale world of, and the bitch probably watching, but I ain't gonna say the name. But we had this fairy tale world of, okay, we're gonna come out together, we're gonna do this together, we're gonna do that together. And time, split that apart.
Mhm.
I came out first.
Take care
I
of
was
that.
engaged first.
Yeah.
I did this first. I did a whole bunch of shit first. But they're still living a DL life, technically, overall. But it's just like the best of both worlds. So now when we see each other, is they come over here and they get the gayest however they want to be. They get loose.
Yeah.
But
However they
outside
want.
of this house, they live those double
So
lives.
this could be their escape.
This is their escape. That's what I was
This
saying.
is their
This
escape
is
from
their
their
comfort,
reality
it's
of
their
having
safe
to
zone.
And that's
always,
what a lot of that's what a lot of, I was doing
So they bring
saying
that
that
back
because that's
into
what a lot of
insecurity.
men, it's not insecure, but a lot of, believe it
Well,
or not,
it's
a lot
it's
of
based on
women
insecurity.
can't satisfy, and this go both ways. Like just like a lot of men can't satisfy what a lot of women want.
Mhm.
A man can't satisfy what another man wants. You get what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So it goes both ways. However, you have to know how to play your role. It just goes
That's
to
the
you.
part.
You have to
Are
know
you
how to
willing
play
role?
Are you
your
willing?
role.
Are you
And
willing?
stay
I'm
within the
not.
line.
No.
Stay within me.
I
not.
personally,
I'm not because
Go back
once
to his
because I have to
question.
diminish myself to be a side piece.
yeah.
If
And
I
then-
wasn't confident or self-sufficient, or I could be a side piece because it's an easy job.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: have you ever been a side piece?
No, I have never.
So you can't
known-
speak on it.
Not
You
me,
can't speak
y'all
on
have
it.
known.
That's
You
what I
have been a
said.
side
I
piece.
have.
You
I
have
have
been a
never
side piece.
known
Have you
to
ever
be a
been a
side
side
piece.
piece?
Not knowing. No.
I have
Yeah.
dated a bisexual.
Well,
man.
are you, if you have known, could you have done it?
No.
Done
Because
what?
no. Hell no. Hell no.
I think it depends
Hell
on what
no.
point of life. Like before 25, yeah.
Mm-mm.
Because I was just dating.
Because I'm a slip.
I was just having
I'm
fun.
gonna want to call. I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna want to cuddle. I want to talk. I want to fuck.
Yeah,
And I don't know how to stay
Not-
inside my guidelines.
me dealing with somebody and they not being available is crazy.
It's
to me.
crazy to me.
That is something I
If
just
I
cannot
call that
comprehend in
motherfucking
my mind.
phone, baby, I need you to answer me. Do
You're
you
not at
understand
work.
me? Yeah.
You ain't in the hospital.
What's
Why you
going
not
on?
available? I don't.
But that's
it
why
literally
we.
does
But
not
you know
come
what?
to my
That's why we
mind.
all have
What are we
separate lives,
doing?
right? But what may be a fantasy to me may not be a fantasy to you,
And that's okay.
and that's okay. But what I may put up with, bitch, you may not put up
I'm
with.
not.
Yeah.
I
You're not.
say that all the time when I'm giving my friends advice. One of my favorite statements is, "If what you're saying is true,
Mhm.
then I would do this."
Yeah.
Because my goal is never to tell my friends to leave or stay.
Yeah.
My goal is to say, what do you actually want to do?
Yeah.
You want to leave him? I can make a plan for you to exit that.
Yeah.
I can make a plan for you to stay with him.
Yeah.
What is your true intention of what you're telling me about right now? Are you hurt to where you have gone so far that you can't look back? Or do you need a couple of days to soften up and get back to the nigga?
Oh, that's
What-
it right
whatever-
there. You that friend.
I'm not the friend that tell you to stay or go because I don't tell my friends everything. I don't expect them to tell me everything. So I know there's key parts of the story that they
Yeah.
left out of what they fucked up.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I tell my friends, do you want the nigga back or do you want to leave? Because I'm a rock with you
I'm
either
gonna do
way.
whatever you want to do.
We going out regardless.
Yeah.
I'm fucking with you. I'm pulling
That's why
up
I
to
love
the
these
fucking-
three bitches right here, baby.
I'm pulling up. If we going to that nigga house with 10 bats and beating the fuck out that nigga, I'm with you, bro.
Yeah.
But if
all
we
day.
going to that nigga and you need to get the bears and the roses and the cars down and lay out the red carpet for that nigga, I'm that
I'm with you
friend
too.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
I tell my friends, don't sugarcoat shit with me. If you
Yeah.
fucked up, you cheated, you lied, you stole, whatever you did, be
Just
honest.
do it. So I
Because
can be
my
able to-
advice
Yeah, it's
is
on
based upon the
what
real.
you-
The real, right.
Exactly.
So if you want to stay,
Exactly.
I got a plan for you to stay. This
Okay.
is how you get a nigga back.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, pull up on him, just drop a gift off and don't
So
even
my-
have, don't even knock on the door,
I
just
want to
leave.
go back to Nate's question.
What?
About the side piece. Okay.
What Auntie said? What
He
she said,
said,
Auntie?
if you see a nigga with his bitch or whoever inside, I can only speak for DL.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
speak for me
can't-
too.
I can't speak for if I see another gay male with his gay boyfriend.
Yeah,
No.
no pump to pump relationship.
Yeah, that's not my cup of tea. But if I seen the respect level that me and that nigga got,
Mhm.
and he know not to fuck with me, I know not to fuck with him.
Mhm.
Absolutely, especially if I know your bitch.
It would be weird not
So-
to speak
so
to her.
which-
It would be weird.
Okay.
It'd be
to
weird
her.
not
So-
to speak to
so,
her
okay,
because she
so-
know you know her.
Okay, so if you speak, right, you see him, and you see him, and they don't speak back. What's going on?
The problem with
They-
that is
What's
they-
going on?
But they have an understanding not to do me like that.
right.
But if you do,
They have an understanding.
That's that.
Once I got understanding, don't disrespect.
DL men know
That's your
what they're
problem.
up
That's not
against.
my
Cause
testimony.
I
You gotta
say
remember
something.
that DL man, a DL man know what he up against.
Let
A
me tell
real
you.
DL man don't play no games.
Yeah.
He know you'll off his ass on
Oh
Facebook. He know you'll off his ass.
Okay.
on
Let me
Instagram.
say this.
He
Let me
don't
say
play no
this.
games.
So he ain't okay.
A DL man is what he won't do is piss you off.
Okay.
That part. But let me say this too.
Okay.
He might downplay y'all relationship, but he
Yeah.
ain't never gonna piss you off.
That part. But let me say this. Eye contact. Eye contact and body language speaks a hell of a motherfucking thing. If I'm out in the motherfucking mall and I run into this DL nigga with his motherfucking bitch, all I gotta do is just look at you, bitch, and you gonna know exactly what the fuck I'm saying. Cause you know, like I know, bitch don't try me in front of this hoe. Cause I will motherfucking go there with your
Oh, you
motherfucking
weren't
ass.
saying that last motherfucking
No,
night.
And I wasn't even embarrassed.
It'll be
I
worse
want-
than that.
let
when
me
somebody
tell you-
get- It'll be worse
Look,
than that.
let me
They'll
tell you
pull
something.
the videos
I
out,
don't
like,
even
hey,
have
she
to
was right
say-
here.
Cause you know they got a video.
It was
People got
right
a
here.
video.
I ain't
Got
gotta
a video
say
time.
anything. Cause a bitch or pussy gets
Cause
motherfucking
you'll look
pussy
like
right
you
here.
walk on the
Let me
line.
tell you something. I ain't gotta say no
Right.
bitch. All I gotta do is just give you that motherfucking look. How you gonna be motherfucking texting me, calling me? Hey, I'm with my
Wait, I'm
motherfucking
not
baby
quiet.
mama. We going here. I'm gonna meet you. Bitch, don't play with me. I done
Yeah,
did
bump
it.
the punk.
I done did it.
I fucked the punk.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
I
just-
just
I-
can't be the
I'm
side
too
piece.
old for that now.
Yeah, me too.
My time.
I'm too old for it too now, bitch. I ain't got time to be
I'm on
putting
my
sugar in the
second part of
nigga
life. I
tank.
got to
I ain't got time to be busting a nigga motherfucking tires. I don't have time for that. But I will say, in my gay years, I done dealt with DL motherfucking niggas, and the DL nigga done taught me a lot of motherfucking shit. The DL nigga put you onto some motherfucking shit. They will teach you a lot.
A
A
DL
DL nigga teach you a lot.
These motherfucking punks.
Period.
I hate it.
And let me tell you something. Because guess what? Look, sister, let me tell you something. And once upon a time, I was a DL motherfucking nigga. I ain't want my bitch to know what the fuck I was doing out in the motherfucking streets. Period.
So this question.
What's the question?
This question says,
You know what I'm saying? I just don't like this.
They
What-
gonna do
what-
what they gonna do? Hit you up?
So actually,
What's
like,
this?
what do you like?
Oh,
One
I
of
don't
them.
know. I just feel like
okay.
yeah.
So this is who pulled this
I
card?
say
Bitch?
stand on business.
Oh, Abel.
Stand on business.
Abel pulled this card. What do you like?
These are
What
black
do
love
you?
cards, you guys. Get them off the app.
Abel pulled this card. What do you like to watch your man do while y'all in bed?
Oh wow.
Having sex though.
So
All these are sexual.
So sexually, me messing with.
That's all that bitch do is mess with DL men.
I only mess with DL men, straight men.
I want her to deal with the pump so bad.
No.
That's a
Right.
rule.
You want a hood nigga, so a hood nigga
That's
gonna be
it.
DL.
Now, sexual. Now, what was the question again?
What do you like to watch your nigga do while y'all in bed?
I love for a thug, like hood nigga, to be very submissive to. I need to get that fucking emotional side out of his ass.
Ooh,
Like,
shut that sound like sex.
Especially-
You feel like you did something. You pulled something out of him.
My
and they
big
all the way
one.
out there. You
Absolutely.
You did your big one, sister.
Especially a nigga that tell me, "Oh, I'm not about to bend over." You what?
Oh, you not finna do that?
I'm gonna bend the tray over. Boom.
Yeah.
There's a
What's
lot-
going on?
Did we talk about that? A lot of trades be wanting dick too? Did
Hello.
we talk about that?
Baby, let me tell you something.
But I like
A lot
for
of
them
trade
to
are not
be
top.
real.
A lot of the
A lot
trades
of
are
trades
not
are
top.
Wow.
Listen.
Wow.
A lot of DL
Girl, can I answer the question? Shut up.
hold please.
A lot of trades are not there. Yeah, that was a good question. What's the best question?
Okay, so I want you to pick one.
Oh, I gotta pick one too.
Yeah,
I thought we was gonna all answer.
but
the
you gotta
same
give
question.
me you gotta give it to me. Oh, we can.
Um,
No.
Oh,
I have to read
What
it.
you want to see?
Oh,
your partner
okay.
do.
Me, to Abel's question.
Say every- all the both of
I like to watch them like that too. Shit. I like to see them like cringe or like I don't know. It's like a shake or
Loosen up,
I want
something.
to see a nigga talking tongue.
Yeah, basically.
Hey,
basically,
yo,
I like to see them curl.
Tiana.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Like a nigga curls turn up, like you really you bringing it out of him.
Yeah,
Like,
or bring that the moan out of them. Like yeah.
Bring a piece of fish.
Yeah. I do that. Okay,
bring
so
us seafood.
Bring the plates out here.
Pick this question.
Uh-huh.
Would you be open to use sex toys in the
Lord,
bed?
you better.
Ooh!
Freaking like that.
Have I been?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I would say actually no.
No.
Up until this point, no. I haven't done it.
My friend said he got the toy.
What about you, Evan? You use
Oh.
the toys?
On me, on myself, just like a fleshlight or a pussy pocket, but no penetration. No, I'm not
No.
into that.
For me,
No butt plugs. And none of
for
that
me,
stuff.
I never use
I'm
anything
a
for
classy woman.
For me, I never used anything for its penetration. But bitch, I done used the motherfucking handcuffs and bitch, I done had me a pussy pocket.
Now, individually, I have used toys. I just saying not in
And no, the question was in the bed. So for
A lot.
me, yeah.
I try to hope I shit by myself.
I need all the toys.
I
Okay,
know.
whatever we gonna do to spice it up. Use a little zit on me. I'm with it. Put it in. Yeah, I'm with it. Yeah, I'm with it.
Now, bitch, you never told me that. Now, I never knew that part about you. Now, look, now I'm looking at him in a different light. What you done did? Oh,
But you gotta give it to me. When you pull it, you gotta give it to me.
Oh, you're not supposed to read it.
Let me read it.
You gotta probably be worried.
We need some questions in the chat. What y'all talking about?
Okay, that's a good
Wait, is my live paused?
No, it's still going.
All right.
You got
It
56
says,
seconds remaining.
what is
Oh.
your most vivid
Actually, I have it on my
memory
phone.
of the first time you were intimate?
Ooh.
What is your most vivid memory?
I'm gonna tell you
of the
this,
first
and I
time?
shared this with you. Whew.
It was with a pump.
Let me tell you something. I'm working on something called Becoming Keon. It's gonna be coming soon.
Yes.
However, when I think of stuff like that, I think about my brother had a best friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I would never forget him fucking me on the couch. And my mama came back, and his mama had came and got him. I'll never forget my mama tapping him. He was still fucking me at the time. And my mama tapped him and pulled the cover back. She didn't see me.
Mm-hmm.
But she was like, hey, your mama could get up. But I still to this day remember this boy's name.
Mm-hmm.
I remember how his dick looked. I remember how it felt.
Ooh, wow.
It was an intimate. Oh, and it ain't happened only one time.
Oh, it was.
It happened. It happened like I was like, this was like a nigga that I was fucking on at a young age.
Mm.
Real bad.
Okay, that's real vivid too.
I remember my first time.
Do you?
Yeah, I would say I remember my first voluntarily first time.
Mm-hmm.
It was with I was in I want to say the 10th grade.
Mm-hmm.
It was my girlfriend at the time.
Oh baby, I was fucking before then.
I remember waking up on Saturday morning, and she lived like it was a 10-minute walk, and we was really just going over just to, like I would go over there regularly, but that day it was something different.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, I'm gonna try something, and I was like, what? Like, you know what the fuck about? I'm get in trouble or something like that.
Okay.
And then we did we went through it, we did it. I think we did it like twice or something like that.
Oh wow!
Throughout that day, and it was just like the most casual. It's like it was both of our first time, but it wasn't like that. So like you know how some people like your first time gonna be. It was just like let's do it again. Like it was real fun. Like it was like real easy situation.
Yeah.
I never forget how cool
it was her first time too. So
Mm-hmm.
you popped her cherry.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I remember my first time popping the cherry.
My first time.
I remember my first time getting my cherry popped and popping the cherry.
My first time, I was suspended from school. Smoking. I was smoking at a dugout, in the dugout, and so they suspended me for 10 days at the school.
They used to love 10 days.
10 days.
They used to love that.
So I needed to have 10 days worth of places to go, okay? Because I couldn't fucking stay home. And so my baby daddy mom was like, "Come over here," you know. I'm like, okay, shit. And went over there, and baby, that's all she wanted.
And that's when it happened.
That's when it happened. And I couldn't believe like his mom allowed this shit because my mom, my dad, it's an absolute no go. Motherfuckers can't even come in a cul-de-sac, let alone come in the house, go in the room. And I'm sitting in the couch. I'm sitting on the couch like, you know, she's like, no, you can go in the room. It's just 8:00 in the morning.
Let me show. Right. I want to share this.
I think cherry pop though.
I think for me, I was able to experience because I grew up fast. And for those who have been watching me a long time, I always talk about this. I grew up very, very fast. And I think for me, because I helped financially at a younger age with my parents, I was able to experience a lot of things. Like my parents ain't questioning. Bitch, I was 15 years old driving the motherfucking car and they had no motherfucking license, going wherever I want the motherfucking go.
Oh, hell.
You know what I'm saying? But I think for me, because I was the financial bond or asset to my mom and dad's life, I experienced a lot of shit that I shouldn't experience. But I'm grateful for that because it have taught me a lot in my adult years. You know what I'm saying? Now I was fucking at a young age. I probably was fucking before both of y'all. Everybody in this room.
Yeah, I lost my virginity at 16.
Yeah. I knew how to ride a dick in 8th grade.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah. But I knew how to fuck pussy and I knew how to ride some dick in 8th grade.
Oh my God.
However, as a person, it has taught me a lot. I'm okay with sharing my experience because guess what? We only get one life. And bitch, if I die tomorrow, guess what? A bitch can say I have lived. I have lived. It's some shit
my biggest thing.
It's some shit that I still want to do, but a bitch have lived. I have lived life.
Okay. Okay. It's on Meech. It says, what time of the day do you most prefer to have sex?
Right after the club or right when I woke up?
Woo!
Okay, that morning sex.
I agree, Meech.
Or right after the club.
Are you willing to wake your partner up?
Please wake me up. Cause this dick and pussy stay ready.
I don't know.
I'm willing to do a wake up for sure.
Yeah, wake me up. I'm gonna be asleep though. I'm not gonna really. I'm just.
Ain't nothing like you motherfucker sleeping. You feel that nigga touching on your body, girl, and then you like stop. No, I got one in for real. And that motherfucker like, dig up in you, girl. You dig up in. Hey.
What about you? Like, what time of the day do you prefer?
Night.
Yeah, I'm a let's right before bed or early morning.
I guess I'm a free. Anytime.
Let me ask y'all this: do y'all like planned sex or like spontaneous sex?
Both. I'm both.
Yeah, both. Yeah.
I'm definitely the person that'd be like, yo, after we leave the party.
Yeah, let's have sex.
Yeah,
I'm
like
me
that
too. I'm like right now. Hey, after I leave him over here, hey, they ready for.
You just
Yeah,
let's
let's
right
do
now.
something.
I'm coming to work, but I like playing sex and I like spontaneous sex too. You know, either or.
Because vibes are vibes.
Yeah, vibes.
Vibes
Especially
are
with your person. It's just
Yeah,
it's like a thing.
Any last minute questions before we get ready to end this?
Oh,
I don't know. Did we talk about everything?
I
Go
had
ahead.
a question that was on my list.
All right,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
And this is for the,
and I got one too.
This is for the gays, bisexuals.
Okay.
Are y'all a part of the community? Do you consider yourself a part of the community? As in the
I remember.
gay community, the straight community, the heterosexual
Because man, this
community?
bitch argue down about this. We argue about this.
Do we consider our
So do you consider yourself in able words when people say, "Oh, you're a part of the gay community," "Oh, you're a part of the straight community"? Do you guys consider yourselves a part of the community, or you like, bitch, I'm just me?
I'm just me. And I'm gay.
It depends because that question has a negative connotation. Because really, they're saying like that flamboyant, that messy gay. Are you a part of that? Like, are you on internet? Are you just trashy type of? That's really what they're getting to. So in that case, I would say no.
No, I'm not.
But am I a part of the LGBT community by title?
TQIA, whatever.
Yeah, because I think to say you're not a part of the community is a part of self-denial. And I don't believe
And that's
that.
why I told him.
But I feel like at the
There's
same
no
time,
self-denial over here.
But
So what
I
was
want to
your
know
answer?
why do we have to be in a box? Why? Is it because of
Or a
society
category.
or a category? Society
it's
made this.
society.
it's
Society.
society.
Society made this. But
Because I
why
think
do I have to be a part of what society created?
Because a better question is, are you gay or not?
That's
really
all,
not.
that's all that it's saying.
Because community is action based.
Okay.
You act like everybody else. Do you take on situations like everybody else? Are you on internet trolling and Nicki Minaj and all? Are you doing all the things that the gays do? That's the community part. Are you saying as a human being, am I a gay person? Yes.
Okay.
A part of the community is antics involved. It's mess involved.
Yeah.
I
agree
it's all
with
the
you.
extra stuff. I
And you're
don't
not a part
partake
of
in. No.
But
That's
when,
almost like a game.
when yeah,
Yeah.
but
You know
when
what I'm
somebody says to you, "Are you a part of the community or are you family?"
I say, if another gay person says it, yes. If a straight person says it, I say no. That's just me.
Okay.
Because I know
What would you say?
It's like when you was growing up and a kid walked up to you and say, "Why do you talk like that?" You know what they're trying to say, but they're not saying
it verbatim.
That's what a lot of straight people do. They'll walk up to you like, "Are you?
Yeah.
Are you?"
Yeah.
But they're trying to get. They're not there.
They're
But
asking
they're
you,
trying
but without
for you to
asking you.
take
No,
it.
I received that. I received it. But if somebody asks me, bitch, yes, because at the end of the day, I am confident in who I am.
And it's so crazy because at our job, a lot of people be like, "Oh, you gay?" And I'm like,
But they see me. They see me in the
literally.
They see
No,
me in
literally.
another light.
Literally.
They see me in another light.
Literally.
However, when I'm at work, I always believe in you still, whether you gay, straight, whatever, you still conduct yourself as a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
However, some straight people are not as clear.
Yeah.
As knowing, oh, that's a gay man or that's a gay woman.
I remember.
You know what I'm saying? So at the job, that all they see is suit and tie, and they're like, "Well, hold on, is he gay or is he straight?" But as to y'all, bitch, y'all don't because bitch, y'all don't.
Relax. I remember I was going to work at my undergrad, and the lady I was in the interview, she asked me why I didn't have no ring on, and I was like, "I'm not married." She was like, "Do you want kids?" And I was like, "I don't think that's legal to ask you." She was trying to get to was like,
Gay or
yeah.
But she wouldn't come out and say,
"Are you gay?
Are you a same sex type of blah, blah, blah.
Yeah."
And I just remember that feeling of like, bitch, what they got to do about my qualifications?
Exactly.
My qualification.
And that annoyed me.
So do y'all think that sometimes hinder you from certain things or certain positions?
So
Yes.
I was just having this.
Oh, God,
somebody
yeah.
I was driving an Uber with, right?
Mhm.
And she was saying she don't understand why these jobs have to put on the application a voluntary thing. Are you gay, straight? Do not want to answer. What does that have to do with
the
my
job?
qualification?
Yeah.
It has to do with some part of it. Like if you on the application, if you say, "What's your pronoun?" It's because when they speak to you,
They want to say,
"Hi,
she
can
or
I
he."
speak to they? Can I speak to him?" They have to know how to address you.
So let me ask you a
Right, but I'm
question.
talking about-
If you were the employer,
Mm-hmm.
Because I have
and
been
hiring,
Mm-hmm.
and they ask you to say, "Call me they," or
Mm-hmm.
you
I
those
would
type of-
respect that.
you
yes.
would respect.
I would
So
respect
you wouldn't.
It's in our signature. At Bank of
Hinder.
America, it's in our signatures, our pronoun. It's a requirement.
Okay. So you wouldn't hinder that person just because
Absolutely
of that.
not.
Okay.
But I also have been in situations where, like when I at my last job, where they had interviewed a person, and I did the second interview, and they wanted to interview other people, and it was a white lady that was the hiring manager, and she wanted to interview other people. I said, "Why are you interviewing other people?" It was a black guy. He was like 20-something years old.
Yeah.
I said, "Why are you interviewing other people?" She literally did not want a black man that she would have to report to because the position was for a higher position than her. And it was another HR position, but it would be the person she worked for.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
She did not want to work underneath a black person, but she would let a black person work on her team. So I asked her, I said, "Why are you interviewing? I signed up. Why are we why haven't we closed out this rec yet?" And she was like, "I haven't found the person." I said, "Yes, we did.
Yeah.
You just don't want to hire him."
Yeah.
So there are those people who they may not be racist, but they have a racial bias where they don't want to be in the vicinity of having to report to a black person. But they don't mind being in control of a black person.
And to your question, I never been the person who got I never got a job because I was gay. Now, however, I have got a side eye because I may have been the youngest manager, or in these people had to report to me. You know what I'm saying? But being as a gay male, I never got that. But being as the youngest manager, I definitely have got that.
Yeah,
You know
me
what I'm
I got
saying?
it as a double, being the only black project manager and being the only gay project manager. I get it because to me, when people say, "Are you gay first or you black first?" To me, I'm both at the same time. It's a full experience of it. So I don't know if I didn't get the job because I was black, or if I don't know if I got it because I was gay. I got it as both.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Also, like they automatically think, okay, with you being gay, that you're going to be messy.
Mhm.
Like,
Also,
automatically they think that you're going to be messy because you're not, because you're gay. You know what I'm saying?
and it works the opposite way too. You can get a lot of promotions and jobs because you are
You
gay.
are
because
gay.
they assume that corporate gays have a more professional. And more business.
Yeah, that's what I
So
was
you
going.
can get into it could be a very
Positive thing.
you can get a gay privilege if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
There can be a boost to your career because you're gay because they know that you're going to go the extra mile to make sure that you're qualified.
That part.
But there's still that undertone of why I got to do so much.
Yeah.
Just, if I'm already qualified, I'm qualified.
Well, I gotta go above and beyond
Yeah.
to show that I'm qualified.
That's why it's hard to differentiate if it's because you're black or gay because you have that full experience.
You've had that full
same
at
time.
the same fucking time. Yeah.
So I have a question. What
Okay.
you about to say?
No, go ahead. No,
I have some
And then
too.
Yeah.
I have a question, and it's.
I want to get to something before we get ready to close out.
Okay, it's
So
We
question
gotta
is,
close out so quick, girl. We went to 12 o'clock last time.
oh, he said
well, we're at 2 hours and 16 minutes.
They can girl, click this down, girl.
What? Because y'all know I'm into signs.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
what sign wouldn't you date again?
So this is
Or that you just
this is a good question.
because you're a Cancer.
I'm a Cancer, so I am a Cancer.
You can fix all of some places. We can eat on camera.
I want to.
Everything.
Chicken
It's
and
fish,
meatballs.
chicken, and meatballs.
I'll take the chicken.
I got meatballs.
You got
Fish. I want
I'll
fish,
take
chicken.
fish.
I want fish, chicken, and meatballs.
Okay.
What turkey meatballs?
So
We fat, y'all.
Could you warm mine up?
I don't eat these.
I
So-
don't want to leave. Y'all, this the after show, y'all. Y'all stay tuned on. This the after show, that bitch.
And some hot
this is
sauce.
what I would say to that question.
Yes, sign.
I am a full Cancer. You get a full experience.
June or July?
July.
Okay,
I'm deep in the trenches of being a Cancer.
absolutely.
So I would say this. In my current life, I'm dating or involved with an air sign who is that is a complete contrast
Super.
to a water sign. So if this doesn't
Which air sign?
a Libra, which
Okay.
is an indecisive sign.
Yes,
which is
absolutely.
And cancers are based on reassurance.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
if this situation does not manifest into what I believe, like we talked about earlier, is the best possibility of it, I would never even not even date, not get my number, not respond to, not add. Literally, when people add me because they have a certain name, when people literally add me on Instagram or Facebook with their name, I literally remove it.
Yeah.
I will not accept your friend request on Instagram if they have the same name.
Really?
Because I just don't want none of that. If this doesn't work, I don't even want to touch that again.
Yeah.
So that's just my.
But they're not the same person. Just like regular.
I just don't.
I mean, I get it
Even
though.
your friend has the same name, and
Yeah.
I can't even be friends with them because I just can't. I'm not.
What?
If this don't work, I just
don't
don't
want
want
it.
to do that again.
So
The
what
name
about
or
you,
the sign
Jerzee?
ever again?
Your
The name or the friend. Ever
Don't
again.
want to
Because
associate it.
the sign is such a contrast to
It
my.
is.
We talk about non-negotiables. The sign is such a. They don't believe in communication
Yeah,
verbally. They
yeah.
don't believe in like structure.
Their love language
They like
is way different.
freedom.
Yeah.
They like to be able to just move.
Yeah.
But they still want exclusive shit. Like
yeah.
it's a lifestyle that I only accustomed to because I was already in it.
Yeah.
But if I could sign up today, I wouldn't sign up.
Sign up for it. What about you, Evan?
I really don't know nothing about signs. So I just know I'm a true Taurus.
Yeah.
May 19th.
My boyfriend's birthday is May 17th.
And I just know I'm a true Taurus. I look up to the fullest.
Okay. So very strong minded,
So you
very
deal with a
stand
weak
on
personality.
business.
You could deal with a weak personality. Then.
Absolutely
It
not.
would be a contrast. But at the same time, two headstrong people can do this, and you never get to the
Absolutely.
love.
Never get to
See, I'm a
it.
headstrong people, but I'm willing to compromise.
Yeah.
And I'm
So
willing
what
to
sign you
bend.
wouldn't date again? Because you're an Aquarius.
I'm open to all signs, baby.
Okay. No, what sign wouldn't you date again?
That's why I said you gotta know
Capricorn.
some people. Like, have you ever been in a situation where y'all should work out, but the person is not willing to do the work on themselves that it takes to make the situation end better?
Yeah.
That's one of those situations where it's not really a sign. It's all about a lack of effort thing.
Yeah.
Do they care about themselves enough
Enough.
to
to
rebuild
say.
and build on themselves to where it impacts
She
y'all's
might-
life together?
Right. So
I
for
would
me, I will say, because my two relationships that I've ever been in, my kid's father is a Virgo.
Okay. A Virgo man. Okay.
Yeah, Virgo. And
Water.
the other one that I dealt with was a Gemini.
Mm-hmm. A couple people in one. Okay.
A lot of people in one. And for me, those two signs, when I hear, I would never. Well, I'm with a Taurus now, so that's it. I ain't going nowhere.
Ain't no
But-
more going.
Ain't no more going. But if it ever didn't work out or whatever, I probably would never date another Virgo.
Yeah.
I could see myself probably with another Gemini because of the simple fact that they complement. I'm a Leo,
Yeah.
and I'm July, but I'm a Leo, but I have Cancer traits.
Yeah.
So I'm very sensitive. I'm definitely, I want to be heard. My opinions matter, stuff like that.
Aries man is a cheater.
Aries.
I'm an Aries. Hold on. Wait. You know I like you, Wayne. Hold on.
But I will never. I probably will never date another Virgo. Me and another Virgo could never mesh because
the
it's just
compatibility.
it's just too different.
Yeah.
But it's so weird because I'm with a Taurus now and he's in the same element as a Virgo, and they sleep act alike, but it's totally different.
Look at our cousin Raquel, honey. Welcome, baby. Hey, cousin.
So
She
for
gonna say,
you,
"Don't make no
what
face
sign
about my
wouldn't you
text."
date again?
Girl, I just read it. I was even responding to your text.
For you,
What was the
because you're an
question?
Aries.
We need Raquel on this show.
What?
Oh, Raquel, I definitely want Raquel to come onto the show. Raquel, we at the end of the show, but I definitely want you to come on this show and this platform with me. I would love to sit and talk to you. Your mindset, my mindset. We can definitely do some things. I would love for you to come on. It would be a key.
So.
It would be a really good key.
All
Yes.
right, Raquel.
Okay, we
Yes.
got more questions.
All right, what was the question, Bree?
What sign wouldn't you date again?
I would not.
I know you. I know what
I
you're
would
gonna say.
not, never, ever in my life
Cancer.
date another Cancer. We are not compatible. I would not date Cancer. I tell my friend all the time, bitch,
Such a hater.
I am so glad that I am your friend, and we have never crossed those boundaries. I would never date a Cancer again.
Oh my God.
Cancers,
It can go
bitch.
all
If
bad,
you
it can
say,
go all good.
if you say Cancer, bitch, I'm running.
Let's do it.
I'm either gonna run or pull out my gun. Whichever one we're gonna do, I would never date a Cancer again. I had the worst experience. I was not myself. I
None of it was out of body.
mentally, physically, emotionally,
Everything.
I was not myself when I dated a Cancer. Everybody who I have talked to, everybody who I know around me who have dated a Cancer have had bad experiences.
That's so crazy.
Let me tell you,
Cancers
even
are
to, and
lovers.
I don't get into the
But
signs
a
and shit.
scorn
But let me
Cancer
tell you
not
something.
good.
When I looked up Cancer and Aries, we are not compatible.
No, because they're water and we're fire.
Yeah, I'm a fire type of bitch.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something.
And
A
cancers
Cancer?
need reinsurance a lot.
Yes, Cancer is built on
And they
reassurance.
definitely need to feel like you.
Stability,
Yeah, they need stability. And
I
they want
offer
you
all of
to
that.
feel like that you need them.
I offer all of that. But let me tell you something. I'm an independent bitch.
They gotta feel like they're needed from
Yeah.
you, because then they're gonna be like, "What's my purpose?"
Yes.
And see, with a fire sign, an Aries, a person that's so fucking for sure of themselves and so independent, it's gonna always clash.
But baby, let me say something.
Always
I would never date a motherfucking another cancer, honey. I stand on that 10 toes, motherfucker down,
Cancer.
bitch. I wouldn't care if I have no motherfucking limbs, bitch. Cancer out of the motherfucking
Ooh, we
question.
got
Fuck
that.
that. This is my good Julia. I love this bitch to my best. But baby, let me tell you something. No, I would not, baby.
All three.
Which one is this? Oh yeah.
Girl, did
All
you?
three. But you got me
Fish, chicken, and
confused.
meatball. Fish, chicken.
Girl, did you bring the hot? It's a mild sauce.
I couldn't carry no more.
It's a mild sauce. It's some.
So
It's
I
some.
want. I got a couple things, y'all.
Okay.
I want to know what is your toxic trait? Oh, thank you.
Woo!
Bring the
toxic
mild
trait.
sauce and the ranch. I mean hot sauce.
What is your toxic trait?
I don't know. Say yours first, Sean.
I'm answering this. My toxic trait is.
That's a good question.
What is your toxic trait?
Let me tell you something. If you go low, I'm going to heal. I'm gonna show you, bitch. Don't play with me. Let me say because let me say this. I am the person who loves so hard. I love my friends, I love my family, and I love my men. But bitch, when you take me there,
Yeah.
I'm there. I'm scared of me. I'm scared
Yeah.
because I can go so low. And when it's with me, it's either I fuck with you and then I don't fuck with you. And when I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you at all. Bitch, I will walk past you. I tell everybody, if I can stop speaking to my mama, bitch, who are you? Who are you? If I can stop speaking to my mama, who are you?
Right, you ain't not a damn thing.
You ain't
What's
damn
your
thing.
toxic trait?
I would say my toxic trait probably would have to be the fact that I think the world revolves around me.
You definitely do.
Yeah, I think
You
that it's
definitely do.
all about me, and that it is. But in that same token, I'm like that with my person too. It's all about them. I'm gonna make it be all about them. It's their world. I'm just a motherfucking squirrel trying to catch a nut.
Mhm.
But I'm that same way too. I feel like the world right about.
Because I think that you can be. I tell people all the time, I'm not a controlling person. I just want to control my life.
Yeah.
If you're in my life, I expect it to operate.
To
in a
operate,
certain manner,
yeah.
in a
So
certain way.
so that and that could be go into the same thing too. Like I don't have control issues. Like I have to control everything, but if it's around me, it has to make sense.
It
Yeah.
definitely has to make sense.
Flow.
Yes.
It has to be, in some type of structure because we're gonna be all over the fucking place.
Jerzee, what's your toxic trait?
After that, I want to ask y'all the question.
What's your toxic
And then
trait?
Meech gotta go. I definitely got to know what it is.
Wait, why did he skip over you?
I asked the question.
Mhm.
My toxic trait.
You a Taurus, so probably that you think you always right.
I do think that I'm
Yeah,
always right.
yeah, and you gotta answer for
Every fucking thing.
every.
That
But nine
bitch
times
right.
out of 10, I am right.
Yeah,
I get all the way down to the nitty gritty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It has to make sense for me to understand it. Certain questions, certain
Right.
things.
Mhm.
But I want to get to the bottom of it.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. That's very much.
Oh,
Thank you, T.
such a bartender.
So, and just like Keon said, if you fuck me over,
It's
it's
over.
a chop.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
scared
not-
of me. Like you said,
I'm
I'm
scared of me.
I'm scared of me.
It's a chop.
I got a couple toxic traits.
What,
Burnt the fuck out of my
I'll
tongue.
say,
what you say, one Meech?
I say one of my toxic traits is I love you. I love you until I hate you. I love you
That is
literally
very
until I
toxic.
hate you because I am not friends with exes. I'm
At
not
all.
cordial with exes. I'm not.
You
coming
wouldn't
to
spit
your-
on them if they was on fire.
I would not. I would walk right past and hope God takes care of it.
Ooh,
I am. So I love you. I stay in a relationship until I literally do not see you.
that's me.
That's one.
Listen,
Mhm. That's me.
Two, like it's kind of being what he said. It has to make sense. I am a very demanding person, but in a very passive way.
Okay.
Like
If you are.
I do not go to bed mad. So if I have to keep your ass up all night, so you
Then
can
we
keep
gonna talk?
so you can keep telling me how you
You
fucked
should
up
have
and
been
it
a
don't
Leo.
make
Then
no
you sound
sense.
like me. Mm-hmm.
we will stay up all
All
night until
night.
that story makes fucking. No,
Yeah.
how did y'all get from A
To be.
to B?
That's
and then
me.
You needed me to come back to C, and then I had to drop you. Wait.
That's
I
me.
need you to tell me this.
Baby,
again,
that is
'cause
my
you have
friend.
missed some connections.
Yeah.
That's my friend.
Yeah.
So I'm that person. We not dropping the story until I can sit with it myself.
They talking
And
shit
then my-
about you about Aries.
And then my third toxic trait. I overlove.
Ooh.
What's your sign?
Cancer.
I overlove. Sometimes as
I understand cancer.
sometimes being a naturally blessed or naturally gifted person, or naturally giving person, you give or put people in positions they haven't earned.
Yeah.
Yes.
Automatically.
It's some like we just being ourselves, but we have to remember that can be seen as a easy ploy or a easy tactic for other people to latch on to. So sometimes I can be toxic to myself, and I'm just thinking I'm cool. Like, oh, they probably need it more than me. Cool,
Yeah.
it's nothing.
Yeah, that's me. That's me all
But
day.
it's building that cycle of toxicity
He
that
said the
in
word.
the end will hurt both parties because I'm doing it for my good intention. You're doing it because it has a purpose.
Benefit.
You're benefiting off of it.
Yeah, you gotta
And
benefit from it.
let me say this, I will say I agree with him because Aries, when we fuck with you, we fuck with you. We
All
love
that.
you. We love you down. And every Aries that I know, let me tell you, we love hard. Bitch, we'll give you a shirt up our back. We ain't even got it. Bitch, I give you my last dollar. You won't even know that's my last dollar because our pride won't tell you that's our last dollar. But let me tell you something. When it comes to just loving, or if you in our circle, that's it. That's it. Let me tell you, I love these bitches down.
What used to be a toxic trait for me? You talk about friendship. What my friends go through, I used to go through with them.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't take on that shit
and
no
then
more.
I realized I couldn't carry y'all shit and carry my shit and still go to work the next day. I remember I was at work one day and I was texting my friend, like, we really about to fuck that nigga up, right? As soon as I get up work, we going to fuck that nigga up. And we really went to fuck that nigga up. Right. And I was just like, I gotta be on the phone and be able to have a emotional intelligence to say, I hear your story, I hear you venting, but when we hang up that phone, I need to let you live your life and you take it on.
And make your own decision.
Me and him had that conversation.
And me clock out because I'm a 24/7 friend.
Exactly.
Call me at 3 a.m. or 3 p.m. If I can take the call, I can take the call, I will.
Yeah.
And then I'm also a solution-based person. Okay, so we fucking him up or we taking him back?
Right.
What are we trying to get to?
What's the end goal?
Because do we need to hack that nigga's bank account?
Yeah.
Or
What
we
need
getting
to
fired?
do?
Like, what are we trying to get
What
to?
are we
Because
trying
trust
to
me,
do?
I'm going to get us.
It's going to go. Exactly.
I realized I couldn't take on, because having I have friends I've known 25 years, 20 years. I talk to every other day. So when you that invested into the friendship, what happened to them happens
to you.
They piss you off at work, bitch. Put me on speaker.
Yeah,
bitch, get out my friend face. Bitch, let her go home.
That's me.
Bitch, she ain't on salary, bitch.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
let her the fuck off.
Like, what the fuck going on? Like, I'm that friend, so I had to learn the balance. Like, let
and we
motherfuckers live their life.
Yeah.
We have become them people.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask y'all this. I'm going to kind of switch it a little bit.
Because they can't fuck with him.
Yeah, they can't fuck with her. I want to ask y'all
about me in public with my friends. Please don't do no shit to my friend while I'm there. Yeah. I tell people that all the time.
Please don't.
If you're going to bother my friend, at least let me be 20, 30 minutes away.
Go
let me
out the
have
door,
already left.
please.
Because if you try my friend, I promise to God on my life, I'm going to act before my friend is.
Bitch, I'm taking it.
That's just me. Bitch, you said what? Oh,
I'm saying something before she even do.
Bitch, I know what you're trying to get to.
Yeah.
Wait 1 second. Because I feel offended if my friend feel offended.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, that part.
Like, you tried us.
You didn't
just try my friend. You tried us.
See, that's me. You me. Shit, I feel like you me.
Yeah,
because you tried my friend in my face. So that means you trying to say I'm not that bitch friend.
Yeah.
You trying to try my loyalty?
I take a real person. Real person.
My loyalty? No, bitch. We going to add it today.
We going to add it. Let me ask you this, and I want to just go down the line. I'm gonna answer it last. What has happened in your life that made you become the person that you are today?
That is a good question, baby. And I'm not
I would
saying.
say the relationships that I have been in and been through,
Mhm.
the goods and the bad, and then my kids.
Mhm.
My kids definitely taught me how to be a woman. You know what I'm saying? A mother, a person,
That part.
Mhm.
and that's just period. Because I decided to have them at such an early age.
Mm.
With I'm talking about, I prayed for that. I said, God, I don't want to have no kids by nobody else.
Yeah.
No shade to nobody else
Let me
that
do one
have,
and done.
let me just have, because I want to be able to live my life and
Yeah.
just do certain things. And so I think the different relationships that I built with people and that either was good for me or bad
Yeah,
for me, or
yeah.
destroyed me or whatever, it taught me a lot about
Took a lot
myself.
from me.
Yeah, it definitely did. Every relationship, whether it was a friendship or a relationship with a dude, like, it taught me how to. I got something from
You
it.
got something from it.
Yeah.
I learned the lesson from it, and it just taught me how to be the person that I am today. I love who the fuck I am today. So yeah.
Meech,
that's
what
what
about you?
I'll say.
What has made you? What has happened, or what life experience have happened to you? It's a better question. That made you become the man you are today.
It's real simple to me. The love I never got. When you grow up as a person who longs for connection, or longs for stability, or longs for consistency in life, and you don't get that, it puts you up against the wall. So you have to commend yourself. You have to learn yourself.
That's deep.
You have to challenge yourself.
Mm.
You have to go get the next job. You have
Yes.
to, because it's a means of survival now.
Mhm.
It's not
Yes.
even about self-love
Yes.
or self-care. It's about, bitch, I need to be able to pay these bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the love
And
that I
get to the
never
next
got
day.
from relationships, parents, siblings, or whatever it
Yeah.
was, inspired me to be like, okay, all right, what are we gonna do?
What we gonna do?
I remember when I graduated at 17, I literally moved out the next day, and I remember
Was that your plan, or what was it?
it was my plan because I knew I wasn't gonna survive.
Mm-hmm.
If I
Yeah.
had the option to leave, I always knew I would.
Yeah.
I remember when I got that first apartment, and I remember I didn't have a bed. I had all my utilities. I had curtains. I didn't have a bed. I slept with covers. I had some clothes, and I remember just staying up every day, crying all the time, and just being like, I would rather be here than be there, and felt like I wasn't wanted.
Right.
So it was the love that I didn't get that
Yeah.
inspired me to be like, okay, this is what we're gonna do.
This is
We're
what
gonna get a seasonal job during Christmas. We're gonna have a full-time job. We're gonna save that money. Then in the spring, we're gonna take a semester. Then we're gonna take a semester off. Go
Yes.
back to school, save more money. Go back. Like I was in undergrad for 6 years, just because I couldn't get any money from the government. So I had to work a semester, take a semester off, go back, pay for. I did that for 6 years straight.
Wow.
Because I knew that if I got that degree and I knew my mindset, I can get into these rooms. But I need
That
my
part.
degree to get me into the rooms, and I can talk myself into staying there.
Right.
So it was the love I didn't got, and that's why I can forgive my parents. If I can forgive siblings, I can forgive people that's hurt me because I took what they couldn't give me and gave it to myself.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would be this strong if they had coddled me, if they had supported me. I might have been a little complacent, a little content. But when it was some hard days, I'm not gonna front. When I realized that all I had was me, I woke up that next day. I woke up that next day and was like, that's why I always talk to you about being your own friend. Before I talk to y'all about anything, I talk to myself. I literally talk to myself about. I will sit in a room with myself now at 35 years old and be like, me, okay, this is what happened. You overreacted, or you underreacted. You didn't respond. Okay, how do you want to? I literally talk myself through stuff, and I talk to my friends to make sure that it makes sense.
Yeah, you have to.
I talk to myself, then I talk to my friends to make sure it makes sense, and then I go and act it out. So it's the love that I didn't get that I needed, that I wanted so bad, that inspired me to change my whole life.
Yeah. Oh, that's deep. What about you, Avery?
I love you, me.
The question was, what life experience have made you become the person that you are today?
Just say that again.
Say.
Life.
The directions of life that go
Yeah.
Life has happened, and I had to keep going.
Yeah.
Because that's all you can do.
That's all you can do.
And learning from my mom how she was a go-getter and she did what she had to do. I took that, got that same mindset. But I think it's not.
For me, I think my parents' struggle made me become who I am today.
Gotcha.
Just being the oldest, seeing because I definitely believe that your parents are in different places when they have different kids. You know what I'm saying? So I experienced the entrepreneurship part or the go getter part of my parents. You know what I'm saying? Where my siblings, they experienced the more settled and the calm down people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me,
Yeah.
they didn't understand how it felt to be evicted and your shit getting put out the door, and you had to fit lights getting cut off. How you felt when you had to go make some shit happen at a younger age, versus now all they see is my mom and dad, they're older now, they got their shit together, they got their life.
I tell
etc.
my brother that all the time. My mom had my brother when he was 20, when she was 29. She had me at 18. We know two different
We
people.
know two different people.
She used to go to his football games, all his. I used to be like, I used to get my shit by myself.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I would walk myself
Yeah.
to the bus stop. No, he used
Yeah.
to get drove to the end of the street.
Yeah,
We
that
used to
part.
live 4 houses from the end of the street. She would
Yeah.
still drive him to the
Yeah.
street.
And I think for me,
She
my
met a whole
biggest
different person. While I walk.
while you walk, yeah.
I met a whole different person that when I be telling him about why we don't do all stuff, like he be like, "What?"
Yeah.
He like, "Mom?" I be like,
Yeah.
"Yes."
Yeah. This is the same
You met
person.
a married woman. You met a salary
Yeah.
woman.
Yeah.
I met an unstable 17-year-old broken
Oh,
hearted,
yes.
didn't know what life was, didn't know what she wanted out of life. You met a woman that had got engaged, had a man that was stable, had a man older than her. You met a
Yeah.
totally different person.
And that's why I tell my siblings, I
I
said,
tell my brother that
bitch,
all
I
the
was in the
time.
3rd through 5th grade catching the city bus from one end to another. Where y'all was in the 3rd and 5th grade, bitch, and y'all was getting picked up.
Yeah.
I didn't experience that, bitch. I knew how to catch the fucking city bus from one end of the school to the other, because that's what I want to. That's what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? I knew how to call and say, "Hey, my parents ain't gonna be able to make the rent this month, so I need you to give us the motherfucking extension."
Exactly.
Okay.
I knew how to be the only kid on Saturday who didn't go to the movies because their mom wouldn't give them $20.
Because their mom wasn't getting $20.
I knew how that to be. My brother used to get when he was 6, he used to get $120 a week for allowance. I didn't get no allowance.
But I was
all.
out, and I told my siblings, well, I had to go out, bitch, and I got known because I was throwing parties, $3 and $5, and bitch DJing and hosting. So that's how I got known. But then also too, it was inside of me, bitch, where I had to go out and motherfucking sell peanut brittle to motherfucking get my income. And bitch, I was bringing that home to my motherfucking parents saying, "Hey, this is something on the line.
Yeah.
Put this shit on the line."
Yeah.
Bitch, I knew how to write bad checks at a young motherfucking age. Because I knew in 2 weeks, bitch, I got to catch it. You know what I'm saying? I knew that.
You can get some.
You
had some
think-
time.
Yeah,
That
you
shit
had
go through
time.
overnight now.
I knew, bitch, if I had $1 in my motherfucking account, bitch, I knew I could go put motherfucking credit, and bitch, I could catch
You
it
can
in a
get a
couple
full
of
tank
days.
of gas.
That part. I do survivable.
You can put $1 on your debit
And
card and get a full tank of gas and wait till your paycheck.
Wait till your paycheck
And
comes,
then
and bitch,
take out.
they just take you out. But see, kids nowadays
Today they don't
they don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? We get ready to end the minute, but they don't understand it. So I'm just grateful that somebody at the age of 17 gave me a chance to sign a lease. Which, bitch, when I was supposed to be 18 years old, they said, "Well, you know what? I'm gonna give you a chance." So, bitch, in my mind, I knew every grown bitch need their own. So, bitch, when I turned 18, I knew I need to be out my mama's shit. I need to know what I need to do. And at 17, I was able to say, "Bitch, I graduated, and this is what I need to do." Because, bitch, my mama ain't even know, bitch. I spent my last $300 check signing a motherfucking lease that I ain't even motherfucker. I said, "Bitch, how the fuck I'm gonna furnish this motherfucker?
You just
How
want to
I'ma do
move.
this? I just want to
wanna
move."
get out.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm grateful that my younger siblings didn't experience the struggle because I don't think they were built for it like this.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that I'm grateful that I lived through the growing pains that my brothers and sisters didn't have to. Because I don't know if they would have taken it. Because like one of
they probably wouldn't have survived the way.
My middle brother is schizophrenic.
Really?
And that has a lot to do with our parent dynamic, what he saw. I took it a way of saying I'll never depend on another soul.
Yes.
He took it as I don't even want to be connected to anybody. He closed in. I took it as let me just find people on my level.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful that my mom had me first. And I saw the struggle because like my young brother, he's 25, he's just living his life. He got a kid now, like he don't know what it's like to not have.
Right.
Like he graduated high school, college 6-year job right there. Like he don't know
what it's like,
to stretch a paycheck out.
Bitch, a 2-week paycheck.
Rob Peter to pay Paul.
That part.
He don't know what a payday loan is. He don't know what a late fee is. Like my brother's 26 years old, so you would think he's a millennial part, but he still does not know struggle because the way me and his parents have waited to make sure that didn't happen for him.
But it happens like that with older siblings and parents. And
we do not talk enough about how older siblings at a young age take on parenting.
No, but and you know what? And I talk about this all the time. I talk about this with me and Craig. I talk about you become a parental sibling.
Yeah.
And people don't take that is a real thing.
That's a real thing.
And I was sitting here and I was talking to, because my brothers, both of them went to the military, and then I have a sister, you know what I'm saying? But they are mentally, one of them is mentally bipolar, he's schizophrenic, he has trauma going on with him. And then the other one, which is the baby of the family, he is fully fine. Then I have a sister who she go through her different states or whatever, but not everybody understands that, okay, mom went through this, so she had to be an alcoholic. Dad didn't have the education, so he had to motherfucking work as hard as he can. But together, they was a motherfucking power couple. So how do you move through this? You only experience certain trauma. You know what I'm saying?
Or none at all.
No, but we all, and I think as the oldest,
trauma.
As the oldest and as the baby, we experience the same traumas, but it's on a different level of the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? So I may experience as a 10, where our siblings may experience as a 6. You know what I'm saying? And a 6 and a 10 is two different things. You know what I'm saying? So so you just have to, and I think us as a Black community, we have to learn how to have those tough conversations, but be able to be open to what we have. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, a lot of people start out life -10. That is so true.
That's crazy. That's true. Too.
I just think millennials are brought up in the survival world. From the I would say from 84 to 95, you were brought up in the survival world. Like you had to learn, bitch. I got to survive. 96 I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know what the fuck happened to them bitches.
You gotta understand, like we know how to work and go out there and hustle and get what we need to do to survive. These motherfuckers now, or like you said, between I really say not even 96. I would say 97 on up.
Yeah, they like 23, 24 right now, 25-ish.
All they know is.
The only thing I would
say, scamming, motherfucking.
My daughter. Oh shit.
To support that age group, one thing I will say is that one thing I think that has gotten greater with every generation is that we always look back and say, I don't want that to happen to me. Like I don't want what my mama happened to me. My little brothers don't want, like they don't want to look. Back. So I do see a lot of young organizers, a lot of younger business owners, a lot of younger
I was gonna
hustlers.
say that too.
It has gone in the way of like
more entrepreneurs.
They see the status quo and be like, that don't work for us.
So you know what? I just had this discussion with her, my best friend actually, because we come from, like you said, hustling, trying to provide and do what we have to do to survive, right? But like you said, to give the millennials credit now, it is a lot more entrepreneurs. It is a lot more people that want to go into business for themselves.
Gen Z is different from motherfucking millennials. These Gen Z motherfuckers.
What's Gen Z?
The motherfuckers after millennials.
It's the newest.
Yeah, the newest people. They
COVID fucked everybody up.
No, but
as far as
Gen Z and forward, whatever the new shit is. Let me tell you something. With us, when life happened to us, we knew how to motherfucking maneuver and bounce back.
Exactly.
These motherfuckers now, they don't know how it is to go outside and create your motherfucking own fun, bitch. We motherfucking doing chalkboards. We motherfucking on the street. We was on the street. We had our motherfucking bicycles with the aluminum foil, like we had rims on it. We made our own fun.
Just remember that there's a lot of younger parents
Yeah.
So a lot of
I
young
talk
parents
about
are
that
saying,
too.
I don't want my kids to struggle like I had to
Yeah.
struggle, and I don't want my kids seeing more than I need them to see. Because when I was younger, I was seeing a lot that I wasn't bringing home and saying that I
Yeah.
was seeing.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of younger parents now that are shielding their kids. Some
Yeah.
gentle parenting, a lot of stuff is going over there, shielding their kids until they feel they ready for
Yeah.
their kids.
And but you know
And
what
then it'll
too?
be too late.
Yeah,
And
but you
then
know what too? And
they
even like you
exposed.
just said, you were 18, 17 when you had your kids, right? Our parents may have been the same age as well too. But however, you got grandparents. Our grandparents was in their 50s and 60s when we was
Yeah.
growing up.
Yeah, my
Nowadays,
grandma was
you
in
got
their
grandparents in 38,
39.
39, and
Exactly.
they twins. It's a whole other thing. The grandparents now still trying to party
Yeah.
with the motherfucking
Yeah,
kids.
they
Well,
aunties.
when we was growing up, bitch, we ain't had that shit.
Aunties.
You take your little grown ass back in that motherfucking
They don't
room.
want to be called grandma or granddad or whatever the case may be. Maybe they want to be called unc and auntie.
Because as the generations are we getting older, the generations are growing up faster.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like I grew up fast, so like my brother's 25, but he's a young, he's
My-
an old
my-
25.
Yeah, my kids
like
are
he's
growing up
settled
fast.
here at 25. Like
I knew how to
it's a
motherfucking
faster
iron my own
world.
motherfucking clothes with starch, bitch. Make a
Ah!
Chris motherfucking starch
Maybe
fan.
flour and water.
That part.
Make
I'm
a
trying-
crease, bitch.
I'm trying to tell you.
So
I knew how to make motherfucking gravy, bitch. I knew how if I put that motherfucking chicken in the pan, once I put that motherfucking water and flour, that's gonna make me motherfucking grease. I mean motherfucking gravy.
Yeah, exactly.
So I got a question. How do you know when to draw the line on to give your friends parenting advice or relationship advice? Do you ever see your friend being a bad parent to their child, or you see your friend being a bad spouse to their partner? What do you do, or what do you say?
Let me tell you, and I have experienced both. I have experienced both. I have experienced where my spouse at the time was being a bad parent to our child, and it's just like, wait. Just because your mama treated you this way, you can't treat him that way. I ain't gonna allow you to talk to him like that. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all beat the kid down and don't even know it.
No. And let me tell you something. It's ways and things. I would motherfucker check a bitch in front of my child, in real time, and then I would check you certain shit you just don't say in front of the child, because children pick up shit just like I picked up shit as a child. Your child pick up shit as a child. You know what I'm saying? So it just flows. You know what I'm saying? But however, and this is why I say I want my next relationship. I want my next relationship to be where they were in a 2-parent household, because it's something about being in a 2-parent household versus being in a 1-parent household. You understand it's a good and bad thing, because you understand how to get through the good and the bad of a relationship. But also too, you also pick up the bad trait of staying too motherfucking long in the relationship when your ass should have motherfucking left a long motherfucking time ago.
That was me.
That's depending on
that was
person.
me because
No.
I never believed in staying for kids. I never believed.
And I did.
I was growing up with both my parents.
Exactly.
But my mother was my mother and my father, while my dad was still in the household.
My mom told me a couple years ago that she stayed with we was arguing about something. She said, I stayed with that nigga longer than I would to because of y'all. I said, that was the first mistake.
That was the first mistake right there.
I understand it from a thought process of providing 2 incomes.
Yeah.
But the internal damage that you do by us seeing dysfunction every day is probably worse than us struggling month to month.
Absolutely. And that's the decision I had to make for my kids.
If y'all not in love, we gonna see y'all. If y'all stay for love, we gonna see that y'all not in love.
Yeah, and that I did this.
And that's
I
gonna
did
change our version of what love is. Love to me is not sacrifice to where I'm unhappy for the benefit of children I brought into this world. Because your first responsibility is to show me a better way.
Yeah,
and that's not why, to show me your way.
Yeah, that's why I was so cautious into dating afterwards, because I stayed with my kid's father for them. Yes, and not because because I was in a 2-parent household, and that's what I wanted. That's all I knew is how to be in a 2-parent household. I don't know about the blade. I don't know about how to raise a child and raise
everything.
Kids. Yeah, by my fucking self. I'm used to my daddy being motherfucking there every time. So that is absolutely true. And then when I made that decision to say, okay, listen, we gotta stop, because it's gonna get worse. Our kids are getting older. They're being able to understand and process and internalize everything that goes on.
Yeah, and when they see y'all not happy, And
It
then they
shows.
just be like, well, damn, you stayed unhappy for me.
Yeah.
So do I gotta stay unhappy for
the
For
next
my
thing.
kids.
Exactly.
Or
And I
the
don't want them to
parents-
see that.
Or then
That's-
the parents start to
that's
take it
deep.
out on the kids.
Exactly.
Because I'm staying with
Exactly.
this motherfucker. You acting up in school. And you don't. I didn't think you could stay. That's
Yep.
you made that decision as you. I'm
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
being a kid. and
Yeah.
making
So
kids
that's why
mistakes.
my relationship now is so important now that it's healthy and that is because it's new
I had a good
and that
question
it's
for you.
healthy. You know what I'm
What
saying?
happens?
For my kids.
What happens if the man don't take to the kids or the kids don't like the man?
It ain't gonna work.
Because when my
It ain't gonna work.
when my mom started dating my stepdad, and she brought him into the house, I promise you not, he did not speak to us for the first 3 years.
Yeah,
He
that's
literally
a
he
thing
would
for me.
literally walk past us and
Yeah.
not speak to us.
Yeah.
And one day, my brother's dad had came to the house because he had said something to me, and my dad heard it on the phone. He wanted to make sure he heard what he said, so he pulled up on him and was like, "This is a motherfucking package deal.
Yeah.
If you dealing with my baby mama,
Yeah.
her other kids come with the package.
Exactly.
So you're not gonna be here and not speak to them, or I'm gonna be over here every day to make sure my kids.
Yeah,
feel
So
safe."
I wanna say
while
something about that,
dating, I had a situation like that, to where the person that I was dating, he didn't really interact with my kids. He
Mhm.
didn't have conversations with my kids. I didn't allow them to even do all like have a healthy relationship as a person that's dating their mom or whatever the case
Mhm.
may be, because it was just so new for me.
Mhm.
But that is important
Yes.
for me. I realize that now dealing with the person that I'm with now, because guess what? The person that I'm with now, he speaks to my kids. They have relationships. They
Yes.
talk
Outside of you.
outside of me, because it's something that he could probably see that I can't see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because those are my kids.
Yeah.
So that is very important to me, and I feel like that's a big thing. And if you can't speak, if you can't take what come with me, then you can't
Just
take
the
me.
reason why I bring that up is because it wasn't important to my mom.
Mm.
That relationship with her man
Yeah.
was and her kids was not important to her. And she
Yeah.
literally would tell us that.
Yeah.
And I had to. That's how I learned a lot about relationships. That
Mhm.
when grown people say, "This is my house, I make the rules," I just never bought into it because her rules meant less for us.
Oh wow.
I met my step.
See, I would never.
She brought him into the house
Yeah.
when I was 13.
Yeah.
That's a very pivotal year. And I'm already damn near a parent to our two
Yeah.
brothers. So she brought him into our house. He didn't speak for me until after I turned 16, and I moved out at 17. So those years
Yeah.
when I thought I would learn how to get my license and how I would learn about sex,
Yeah.
I missed a lot
You missed
because
it.
she was okay with being with a man who
Who
didn't
didn't
give a
have a
fuck about her
relationship.
kids.
And see, that touches me because my mother was the type of person, she stood up for her kids. You know what I'm saying? So my mom was the motherfucker like, bitch, fuck you. I don't give a fuck if you my husband or not. But these are my motherfucking kids.
Yeah.
And my mom her favorite saying used to be, I would eat shit with a toothpick before I let a nigga mistreat my motherfucking kids. It's what she stood on. So mama, I have seen my mom go through bat and hell for all of her kids because I believe that our parents have trauma growing up. So not because they're our parents, they don't know how to be a parent. You know what I'm saying? And my dad, he didn't out because he had so many siblings and how his parents was brought up, that triggered down to him. So he didn't know how to be a parent, or where it was certain things where mama was like, no, bitch, I ain't gonna, you ain't gonna treat my kids like that. No, I'm not gonna do that. And she went the back for us. So I knew, okay, my mama ain't put up with that shit, so I ain't gonna put up with that shit either. Because
It must not be good.
It must not be good. So now when I see certain shit, it's like, wait, hold on. My mama said that shit ain't good, so I know for a fact that shit ain't good.
I know what that looks like.
I know what that looked like. So I was so grateful that, as when Meech was just saying how his mom was when she back for a nigga. No, my mama back for her motherfucking kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All day.
So it was just like a different thing. And she went to her grave saying, bitch, I would eat shit with a toothpick. Fuck you, nigga. Go get whatever you need to get. So I'm grateful for that.
Didn't ask to be here.
Yeah.
I used to tell my mom that when I got old, I used to have conversations. I used to be like, what made you think that the way you set up that is going to end up well for us?
Yeah.
And she used to be like, I never thought about that. I was in real time trying to make sure that I had a man and that I had a stable lifestyle.
Environment. When's your mom's birthday?
My mom's birthday is March 9th, 1969. She never had a vision of what the next day would be. And that's when we talked about earlier about survival. She was just saying, as long as we make it through the night, we can figure out tomorrow.
We can figure out tomorrow.
But the kids, we have an imagination.
Y'all can't figure out for the night.
We can't wait to live and experience everything that today you're taking for granted. So one of the traumas that I have in a relationship is not understanding what is the part of when this should be exited out. Because I have seen so much and I have felt so much. I literally still have the marks on my leg where one of my mom's boyfriends burned me. Like on both of my, I literally still have them to this day. So it's just like, you know, and she stayed with him for years after that. So like,
so she knew.
He did it in front of everybody.
Mama
like,
might play that shit there.
So you just don't think about how what you do affects the life that you brought into this world. She never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
She thought about, he'll recover, he'll get older.
He's just a kid.
But every time I take a shower or I see myself, I can remember. I remember that day.
Yeah.
I remember him waking us up in the middle of the night, being high off of motherfucking cocaine. He threw my brother against the wall and he stood on my neck like this. And I was fighting back. He said, "Oh, you gonna fight back?" And he burnt both of my legs. I had to go to the hospital. I will never forget that day. I'll never forget that day. That's why when we have conversations about relationships and stuff, he's like, "Haven't you had enough?" Or haven't this? And I'm like, "Well, I don't really know what the disconnect or the disattachment looks like."
But you know what?
Really know what
it makes sense when you talk to your friends, and we said this earlier. We don't always share everything with all our friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may know something that you may know us. You may know something you may not know. You know what I'm saying? We don't always share everything with friends. But just sitting here and just talking, you know, through different conversations, it makes sense why you may act the way you act, or I may act the way I act, because of certain shit that we may not have shared.
Yeah.
But it's just life experience that we have dealt with. And it's sad to hear through this way, but it's just like, boom, the light bulb came on. Like, it makes sense.
To me, I'm a person that's have built-in compassion. So, like, for me, I don't look like what I've been through, but I've been through a lot. You know what I mean?
would have never thought.
Like last week, I shared I've been molested and abused and stuff like that. I've been homeless. I was homeless 6 years ago. I lived in a shelter for 5 months, and I had a master's degree, and I had a degree in it. I was in a shelter for 5 months because I just couldn't figure out my life, and there was so much happening. But like you said, there's not always spaces to where not even about being comfortable when the conversation is necessary.
Right.
To me, I feel like the platform is necessary, and also it's also a lot of misunderstandings. Like, I have had so many conversations with people who have so many preconceptions about me, and they just think everything is great, and they think everything, and I'll be like, how? Like,
it's because
do y'all not know that? I am the oldest person that I know. I can't call my mom, I can't call my dad, I can't call no uncles and aunts, ask for $100 or ask for help, or hey, can you help me? I am the oldest person I know outside of my manager at work. We don't even get along. So, like, a lot of people think that, like, oh, Meech, you look good, or you got this for yourself. You did that. Bitch, I had to.
Yeah.
I have no other option. I have to. If my brother called me today, he just had a kid a month ago. If he need help, I have to figure that out. But that's just how I'm raised. Like, a lot of people think, Meech, you got this, or you got that, or you look like this. I have no choice but to upkeep myself. Because if I fall, my brother fall, my little sister fall, my niece fall, my job will fall. Like,
you got so many people that look up to you.
No chance to ever just go like this. I wake up every day nervous. I wake up every day, literally, I swear, every day nervous, looking at my phone, who need her? Because I'd be like, God, man,
so when do you cut it off?
But you know what? He just said a point there. And it's sad to say, but you know, I was just like that 4 years ago. Literally, like, oh my God, because my mom didn't work. She was a house mom. So it's like, bitch, when my phone rings or my siblings call, it's just like, what do you need? Or when I wake up running, like, what do a motherfucker need from me today?
So when do you cut that off?
I think
to
me, I don't cut it off. I cut it down.
I cut it down. There you go.
It's just like if somebody hurt my feelings, I don't cut them out of my life. I cut them down. I no longer to trust you. I no longer to go out with you.
But do you know when is the time to say no?
Yes.
You do. Let me say this. You do.
Without going back on your word.
I can
Right.
say no, and that's the full sentence.
Yeah.
Here.
I'm a person that does not get explanations. Like I'm very
I look good
compassionate,
on
so I won't give explanations to my nose, but I will give a no and hang up my phone.
But you know what?
Or I'll
But
give
you
a
have
no
to.
and say
And I'm talking
nah.
about that's to everybody.
Yeah, but you have to
Everybody
build
on the
up
same-
to that.
No,
You have to build
I
up
ain't
to
got
that.
that point yet.
I still can't say
There's some people that'll say
Really?
yes just 'cause I feel bad or da, da, da. I can't
So-
do a no across the
so-
board yet. I'm
So
not
can
there
you
yet.
accept the word no?
Yes.
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 I can accept
I can
And
accept
I
that.
have
So why can't you say no? Because see, when a wise person told me, she said, you know why you so afraid of rejection, or you can't say the word no to people, or you feel like you always have to yes I'll do it, or yes, because you can't accept the word no.
Because you can't accept
So
that they
you-
would do you how you wouldn't do them.
Exactly.
But you know what? You feel so obligated to
The
what
outcome.
yeah, what people can't do, or what you feel. You feel it's not a self of entitlement of that they need you, but you know deep down inside that they don't have the capacity or the energy or the what you have been through or what you need. Like I know, for instance, right now, if my siblings call me right now, I know even though they asked in the military and they said, I know if they call me, they need it. Or I know if my
It
mom,
took so much for them to
it took
even
for them to
ask
call
you.
me. Or if I know if my mom was still
Did it
alive.
take them
right?
that much for them to call you, or they're so used to you saying
Calling,
yes?
calling.
It's
exactly.
a little
Saying
bit of
yes.
both. It's a little bit of both.
Because
But
sometimes-
even to when my
Sometimes you
mom
can
was
be an
alive.
enabler, or you can be a
Yeah,
threat.
you can be a crutch. But even to when my mom was alive, and I said this a couple of months ago. I said, I don't. I'm glad my mom. I'm not saying I'm glad my mom gone, but what I'm saying is that because my mom depended on me so much, right? So now that she's gone, it's like a burden that's taken off my shoulder. That I was so afraid that my dad wouldn't know what to do. My dad didn't even know his PIN number to his debit card when my mom passed. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like when my mom passed, I'm like, what the fuck my daddy finna do now?
Yeah,
So they
when
finna
you
call me
that-
up. Now my phone finna constantly ring.
Yeah.
It's gonna always, and it did that for a minute. But now guess what? He's married now. So bitch, I barely get a motherfucking phone call.
I feel like even when I was like ever since I was 10 years, I always felt like I was ahead of them.
Mhm.
Even when my parents were together, 'cause I just felt they was young minded.
Yeah.
Like I felt they was always childish. Like
Yeah.
I always felt they had a very immature way of just walking through life.
Yeah.
So now, as a 35-year-old young man, I still feel very much the head of the family.
Yeah,
So
no, that's
even when
it
I
too.
want to say no, I still feel responsible for how the
To
family is
do it.
operating.
It's operating.
And then if it ends up bad, or a situation where you just said no to ends up bad, it's like now that burden is on you. Like damn,
Yeah.
the outcome
Yeah.
of that situation was
Yeah.
Yeah. Had I just did X, it would have
Or
never
said
led
yes,
to.
yeah.
But you know
But
what?
you have to stop carrying.
You
Y'all
have
have
to-
to stop carrying that.
But you,
Yeah.
Because it's not your fault. Everybody
it's
is.
a point in time to where I left home after high school in 2006, and I've been on the road ever since. I have not been home. I probably stayed home for about a couple of months, then I moved to Atlanta. And when I was on the road, I was making good money. Everybody would call,
Mm-hmm.
and I kept saying no. Oh, I was the bad guy. Okay, everybody will be strong.
Mhm.
Because at the end of the day, I have to do what's best for me. If I
For
keep
you.
enabling and being that crutch
Yeah.
to somebody, and it's a hard no. It's not no turning back. No,
Stand
no.
on
You a
business.
Taurus,
no.
baby.
Stand
Y'all
on
stand on
business.
business.
Stand on business. And like my aunt Pat, I never forget. And she's always been an aunt. She's worked in the baking industry for years.
Mhm.
And she's always been an aunt like, do this, do your credit, do this, you gotta do this, pay that on time. And we never took that in heat. So one day I had called her and I said, okay, I need to borrow $20 until the next day. Oh, baby, I ain't got it. She's good for that. I ain't got it. I love her to death. Next day she pulls up, come outside, see my brand new car. Girl, you just bought a car, you could give me $20.
Right.
But I know that she has groomed us to be like, no. That's what she did to us. No. Like, oh, shit, I'm gonna go buy me a car. I can use that $20 to fill up my tank when I leave off the lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
why
this
was
is
you
my life.
irresponsible to where you
Yeah.
like that
Yeah.
even needs
Well,
money?
No,
and now
I-
I gotta use what I worked hard
And there's
for.
no hard feelings.
No.
There's no hard feelings.
And
at
that's
all.
when you know that you're mature enough.
And you
and you
cannot
can-
carry
yeah.
that burden around. And like, oh well, what if?
But
It was a thing before moving to Atlanta. I said if I ever moved away out of the state of New Jersey for a long period of time, I was be scared that something might happen to my mom or my brother. Always been in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Moving to Atlanta, my
Gotta
mom
keep you there.
past 2 years I was here. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Right.
But I had to say, listen, guys, not my will, but your will be done. Like I can't control that. I can't
yeah,
hold myself back
yeah.
in order to just keep
Flourish.
doing everything for
Keep
everybody
going,
else. I gotta flourish. I gotta be that right person
Yeah.
for myself, not for everybody else, not for what you want me to do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But you know what? We're conditioned to be who we are today. Our parents have molded us to be. You know, we didn't understand it at the time. But if you look back on just the different things that we have been through, the different things that we have shared, or just the different things, we are conditioned to be the way that we are today.
He's supposed to be.
Because we are conditioned to be that way. We are built to be the strong ones. Like I may be your strong person, you may be my strong person, you may be my strong person, but we together as a whole,
But what
we're together for each other.
what I hope is that we don't push that forward. I really hope that we break that. And I really hope that nobody in 20 years is sitting at this table with their three friends, five friends saying the same thing.
Right.
I really don't
Generational
believe
curse.
that you
Yeah.
have to learn from struggle. I
Yeah.
really don't believe that you have to go
Get
through
a-
something to get to something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I really believe that you can be
No,
built
man.
into a
No.
platform of stability and take it to the next level.
Absolutely.
Because everybody says you learn so much in struggle. You do.
You do.
But
You learn
realizing
how to-
that you're stuck in struggle is a lot harder than being in the struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
like
your struggle and my struggle could be
Two different things.
Two different
yeah, your
things.
normal is
Because
gonna
it's
be different
like-
than my
it's-
normal. My
it's
normal
like
might
me
break the
sitting here
next
listen
bitch.
to y'all. I'm like, I hear that, I'm like, I'm at the
Mhm.
Like my mom didn't have nobody in the house, so it was no nigga coming in that house.
Yeah.
Me and my brother ran them out.
Yeah.
You know, me and my mom and her boyfriend in the bed. What the fuck is this nigga?
Right.
'Cause
Right.
I
Yeah.
think if you truly believe in your true evolution, your true journey, that you just have to be hurt in order
Yeah.
to learn from it.
Right.
You could have took those lessons learned as just moving through life and learn from other people's perception, other people's views. So like whenever people say everything I've been through made me who I am, yeah, but you didn't really have to suffer to get to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody chose or somebody put that on you.
Yeah.
I hope that in the next generation that we don't have to transfer our struggle to learn from it.
Yeah, good on
Like
that.
why we gotta start from negative zero? Why can't we start plus 10?
Plus
Yeah.
10. And then go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, bitch, that was all right. I want to end it there.
And leave something for your
yeah.
kids.
That's
what
yes,
I want to put your message
Generational
on.
wealth.
Leave
Yes.
something for your
Yes.
children. You got to work another job. You got to hire your quality of partnership or whatever you have to do to make sure that you leave the seeds that you created better off. Please do that.
Please do. Please do. Well, I just want to thank y'all for taking time out to come out tonight,
Yes.
bitch.
I
It
had
was
so much
it was a
fun.
it was a deep conversation. I said 1 hour, bitch. We had 3 hours and 12 minutes.
I had a
But
good
I definitely do, and you know, believe
I was all
it,
nervous and shit.
believe it or not, we do. We all talk in our own ways. You know what I'm saying? But when we on the platform, it's like you learn something about somebody differently. That bitch, we may ain't even share. It's like, bitch, you ain't telling me that.
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
it's
yeah.
just like he said. It's just like going through. It's just like we're talking without actually talking to each other directly. We all
Because sometimes
have
you don't remember
yeah,
all that stuff
you
that
all-
happened until
yeah,
the subject
until the
matter is
subject
brought out.
comes. So
Like,
I
don't
just want to thank y'all for
remember
just
stuff.
being open, being honest, being able to just we all go through the same thing. Us as a black community, bitch, we experience some shit that nobody else will ever understand.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
And then us as young adults, do you believe that we're the next adults, bitch? Our parents and
No, we
grandparents,
are the
we
fucking
are
adults.
the adults now. So it's just like it's scary.
It is scary.
It's just really scary. And I want to thank y'all for just watching and just loving us. I see y'all comments and just different things like that. But it's real out here, y'all. It is definitely real. So thank y'all for loving us. So until next time, we'll see y'all soon.
Bye.
Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig, the writer Stewart. Yes.
I told you we ain't using that no more.
You got another intro? Did you come up with an intro?
I think I'll give it a shot.
All right, well, let's see what you
What's
got.
going on? It is your boy KeonStafford.
And I'm Craig, the writer Stewart.
And this is your official invitation to our Patreon video.
The link is scrolling right here. It's patreon.com/Craig and Keon.
Get on over there right now and hit the link and subscribe to our channel.
It's for all of our exclusive content. You're not going to see it any place else. So join now. And if you want to join mine, that's patreon.com/Craig, the writer Stewart. Bye.
Say
bye. Say bye.
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 Child, he get on, he cuts the fool. He talk real shit, bitch. We laugh, we cry, we have fun. They don't have no outlet, or they don't have no voice, or they don't have no one to confide in, so